Hey, good morning, everybody.
Hey!
Oh, my God. Guys,
Hey!
here we
Yeah,
are. It's Monday.
Sure.
Yes.
Nice to see y'all.
Nice to see you, sir.
Good morning to all you.
Howdy.
to you.
Donnie's here, and for Patrico, who is down in Disney. He texted me a couple things over the weekend. I guess you're staying at a pretty nice place.
It looks pretty nice, man.
Oh, he sent you a picture?
No, but it just in there, like the Facebook pictures and stuff. It looks like
the
a pretty nice.
social medias.
Yeah,
yes.
the social medias.
The social medias.
Hard to tell where he is, though. A castle in the background and
I thought it was in Scotland.
I
characters
did
running all
too.
over.
I did too. Thought he was staying with Enya over there
Uh-huh.
in Dublin or something.
In a castle, huh? Anya lives in a castle, Donnie.
Yeah, she lives in a castle over there.
I get that now. I haven't heard an Enya reference in a little bit.
I guess you're not a subscriber to Enya Quarterly because Jeff is. How was the Eagle Crawl events?
Fantastic.
Were they great?
Yeah,
Huge,
so
dude.
great. Yeah.
And people were so stoked. People were so stoked to help out. And we had a lot of Team Riz members and just a lot of listeners do as many events as they could.
Yeah, I felt very guilty. I was out of town this weekend on a prior engagement.
Well, a lot of them were saying like, "Oh, I've been to this place and this place, but I had never been here." And holy cow, you guys are right. You've talked this place up before.
Well, remember, these were the restaurants and the vendors that were basically screwed over by the Lou Fest cancellation. And I keep coming back to Joya's.
Right.
Joya's, the deli, had ordered like 600 extra pounds of pork for what was to be, their little stand at Restaurant Row down there at Lou Fest. And what are we going to do with this pork? I saw pictures from their downtown location. I didn't see the ones from out here in Creve Coeur, but from the downtown location. I mean, the line was down the street.
Absolutely.
It was
So
hours to get a sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
This line over here was out the door whenever we were leaving. Because, we were only there for an hour.
Yeah.
But that place was slammed the entire time.
I mean, it was fantastic to see the pictures. And there were not just, our Eagle Crawl events. There were events around the city.
Yeah.
And in the area to help alleviate some of the burden that was caused with Lou Fest being canceled.
I was at Steve's on Saturday, and it was a madhouse. And there were
that's great.
And there were so many people that were doing just like what you said. They were like, "Yeah, we just saw Jeff this morning, and we just came from such and such Bird and Barrel with Moon, and we're still going to go and see Scotland." Like, it was amazing, and that's why I tweeted out what I tweeted out because, again, and not just our listeners, man, but this city. When there is something like this that happens, man, the collective gets together, steps up, and helps out, and it was an amazing thing to see.
It's to me the two things that popped to my head were, like you guys said, there was a handful of people that said this isn't the only place we're staying. There was one guy that I know I saw with you guys that went to 8. I don't know how many there were, but he went to 8.
Yeah.
And then there was a lady that stopped in
that's
at
amazing.
Pretzel Boys with me. And where was the other? Oh, Dewey's. And they were, this lady was like, me and my friends are going to try to hit every single one.
Wow,
that we
that's
can.
amazing.
Yeah. So to me,
And it's appreciated. And these businesses, I mean, they appreciate it.
Yeah. We are a very, very great community when we're not killing each other. That's the all I could think of was when we're actually turning towards each other as opposed to against each other or away from each other. We turn towards each other as opposed to away. We're a pretty decent community.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really nice. And when you say that you were inspired to tweet something, Donnie, was that the tweet, Browns, yikes?
No.
No, I think it was something else.
That may have
Sorry,
been a
man.
different subject.
Or was it there you are, Ryan Tannehill?
No, I don't think that was it either.
Sorry, man. It was a busy day watching football yesterday. Sorry.
I'm just messing with you. I loved following your Twitter this weekend.
I will say there were some negative Nancy's out there.
Of course.
There were some negative people.
I didn't
On
run
that
across one of them.
Not that subject?
You didn't run across them because the people who went to these events were the people that care.
Right.
But there were some people, and I'll read this from the RFT.
Oh boy.
No, this is actually a good article from the RFT.
All right. I'm already in a really good frame of mind. I thought that could send us in the wrong direction early in the morning.
This is a good one. Headline: Lou Fest's aftermath shows everything that's right about St. Louis. And this is from Jamie Lees, is the author of this article here. Anybody go to our Robert Plant, by the way?
I did not.
No, we were at live. And,
Yeah.
Look up
Counting
the
Crows.
set list for that.
And the guys from Live went to that show, from what I was told.
Huh.
Yeah.
The guys from Live were at Robert Plant?
Yeah, they were headed there right after their set.
Is that true?
That's what I was told, yeah.
Huh.
That's what the boss said.
They didn't stay for the Counting Crows?
Apparently not.
Huh.
Seems like poor form.
Neither did anybody else.
Hey.
Apparently. Hello. And here's from the article. Again, in the RFT, Lou Fest's aftermath shows everything that's right about St. Louis. Complaining is the official sport of St. Louis. We are international champion gold medal winning legendary complainers. But this city is also full of some of the most generous, kind-hearted, thoughtful, and community-driven people you'll ever find. And I say that is absolutely true. In my
100%.
15 years living here.
The complaining thing also
The
true.
complaining thing also true. And the community-driven people thing is also true. That's why in the hours after the Lou Fest cancellation, I wasn't surprised to see people whining about it on social media and then immediately coming together to try to help the vendors, bands, and workers who were left holding the bag. It was a sight to behold. Seemingly, the entire city immediately shifted into gear and mobilized to try to make things right, not only for the disappointed ticket holders, but also for the myriad local businesses that had been planning to service the event. With only a few days' notice on the cancellation, many business owners thought they were, well, effed. But people all over St. Louis stepped up to help. And that's true. One of the first touching stories came from the family-owned Joyous Deli in the Hill neighborhood. The deli had bought and prepped 600 pounds of beef in anticipation of feeding hungry Lou Fest attendees. And the co-owner, Alex Donnelly, told us that a few hours after the 2 a.m. announcement that the show was canceled, his phone started ringing with local businesses offering to help buy his excess product.
Wow.
Touching stories like that came in so quickly that our newsroom, talking about the RFT, scrambled all day to try to keep up. As our social media feeds, email inboxes, and phones were bombarded with tales of people trying to help out, it became apparent that our Lou Fest fallout coverage would be dominated by heartwarming stories featuring people from St. Louis going out of the way to support impacted former Lou Festers. And then they write, that's why I was nothing short of disgusted when I read a Facebook post yesterday afternoon from an out-of-touch local business owner. The cancellation, he wrote, quote, reflects poorly on the St. Louis community, and it's an embarrassment that we can't get our ish together enough to support a truly great annual event like Lou Fest. He continued, writing that, quote, Lou Fest belonged to the city of St. Louis, and St. Louis dropped the ball, not the organizers.
Oh, boy.
Get the f*** out of here.
I know who wrote this, by the way. And, how is that in any way a true statement?
So close.
I'll read that again. Lou Fest belonged to the city of St. Louis, and St. Louis dropped the ball, not the organizers.
Because what you're supposed to do, if there's a festival that doesn't have a lot of artists that you want to see, you're supposed to blindly buy the ticket for the city. You know what I'm saying?
So is he saying poor ticket sales?
I think he's saying that no matter what, we should have been there to buy the tickets to keep the festival going or keep it afloat. But I mean,
Yeah, get out of here.
Get outta
That
here.
thing has grown from this big to that big in a matter of only a couple
what
years.
the hell is this guy
So
talking
is he
about?
saying, hey, I don't want to go this year, but I'm going to buy a ticket this year, so
I don't know if
next
he's-
year
I don't
there
know if
might
he's
be
saying
somebody
that.
I want to go.
I don't know if ticket sales is the way he's
right. But I'm just
going
saying
with that.
I'm
It
just
just doesn't make. It's a comment that does not make any sense.
That's a misfire.
And the writer on the RFT article says, excuse me, the St. Louis community spent all damn day trying to fix a mess brought on by the organizers who couldn't pay their contractors, and this guy is going to lecture us that, quote, it's an embarrassment that we can't get our ish together, and that we dropped the ball somehow? What city do you live in, dude? Because in my St. Louis, the community was not only ready to bounce back, but also jumped in to help others absorb the hit. They set up new shows for touring bands. They set up a whole damn free showcase for local bands. They organized their own smaller festivals in Forest Park. And they're working on even more events now. And they're right, even Chuck Berry's dead ass is recommending a rescheduled show from Beyond the Grave. So no, it was not a sad day at all. but a day when people from St. Louis rush to be heroes to their neighbors in need. You hope this little Lou Fest setback won't keep locals low for long. When people from St. Louis get knocked down, we stand right the F back up. Our community is never stronger than when it's facing diversity. When bad things happen, we stick together and pull through. Yes, we like to complain, but our altruism and our indomitable spirit almost always pull through regardless. So, I don't know. I know who that guy that wrote that was, and man, what a dick. I'm not going to say who it is.
I thought I was right. I apologize.
You want this Robert Plant?
I'm not going to say, before you get it, I'm not going to say who it is, but man, I like this guy's food.
Oh, no. Because
That doesn't
that's
really narrow it down.
and that'll be a game changer for me though too. You know what I mean? Like when you hear somebody spout off like that, even if there's
You know, it doesn't even make sense.
yeah,
It makes no sense what that guy said. It's like he's being a dick to be a dick.
100%.
Nobody does that.
Unless this guy in particular, had skin in the game. You know what I mean? Maybe he had skin in this game.
As far as what do you mean, like being an investor in the festival or
Maybe.
something along those lines?
Maybe he did. But from what I hear, they put out tickets early. So Lou Fest put out tickets prior to the announcement of the lineup, which was late, by the way, this year.
Right.
And again, this is from a secondhand source. But they put the tickets on sale early so they could pay vendors from last year.
Yes.
Oh, man.
I know
So
some
people from last year's festival didn't get paid. So that's when they put on tickets for sale so they could pay last year's thing. That's not a great business plan.
I don't think it is, no.
I know somebody that got paid in July, this July for the festival last
In
year.
Kohl's cash, which is crazy.
Which expires, first of all, and that's crap. Although they'll normally take it.
What was the lineup for Robert Plant and the sensational shapeshifters?
All right, I'm trying to find-
What is the name?
I believe it is the sensational shapeshifter.
I think you
Yes,
got
I think
it.
you got
All
it.
right.
Yeah, it's
Look at me.
tremendous tongue twisters. I am having a difficulty finding the exact one for St. Louis, but it looks like he has a running average for all his 2018 shows.
Oh, did you go to that
the average?
setlist.com?
Yeah, I got this full average, and it tells you how many times he's opened with New World and how many times he's opened with Lemon Song and blah blah blah.
Oh, the Lemon Song. That's a good one.
So here it goes. Set list on average for 2018 is New World,
I don't know what that is.
the Lemon Song.
I know that.
New world.
Don't you dare.
Is that not it? Beautiful. I mean, if you put guitar on it, then you'll.
Yeah, it's
Ah.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
heartwarming.
Song 3 is Turn It Up. The
Oh,
May.
the Turn It Up.
The radio. All right, let's see if we know all
Where are
of
we turning? The May Queen.
Oh.
No, nobody knows that
them.
one.
Queen. But she
Rainbow. I
may
want to hear him do
not.
this one.
What is it?
Rainbow.
Oh, yeah, I know that one.
Yeah.
Rainbow. I don't know that.
It's more of a rap.
I was expecting more.
Red, white, and
Here's a Zeppelin song.
green.
Number 6 is Going to California.
Going to California.
Then
California.
please read the
All right,
letter.
enough.
Please read the letter. 8 is Gallows Pole. Carry Fire is 9. 10 is Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You.
I'm just curious on how many Zeppelin songs they've done.
So far that is 2, and then a Jimmy the Page and Plant song. Then Little Maggie, Fixin' to Die, and then a T-Mobile ad. Oh, wait, that's just. And then the encore was In the Mood, and then a medley of Bring It On Home, Whole Lot of Love, Santiana, and then Whole Lot of Love.
Huh. That's pretty neat. But I wonder if he does them like Led Zeppelin would, or is it some kind of weird? Remember one year?
Sting. Remember when Sting did all the police
Remember-
stuff by himself for a few years?
Oh, we
and-
had remember Scott Weiland played God rest his soul, played a ho-ho show one year,
Yeah.
and now I think I was the only one that was a Scott Weiland solo fan. Like I like his solo stuff. Remember Barbarella?
Right, I do.
Remember that record 12 Bar Blues? Look that up. It's pretty good. Anyway, so he played one STP song. I believe it was Interstate Love Song. That was all kind of jazzy.
I like that you say believe. that you're like, I think that's what the song
I
ended up
believe
being.
that's what it was supposed to be. But it was like a jazzy version. I think he was booed off the stage that night.
For real?
For real.
Oh.
Yeah, because didn't Eagles of Death Metal play that show too? Wasn't that
Yes.
the same Ho-Ho Show bill?
Yes.
Yeah, I have not heard one person say one thing positive about that show.
This was the interview in the booth at the Halo before.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, that's right. My biggest takeaway from that interview was he was that guy that never ashed his cigarette. The entire.
Oh yeah.
Remember Martin Short used to do that on SNL where he was interviewed by 60 Minutes and that's what I remember.
Years
from
ago,
that.
Jeff and I interviewed Scott Weiland. He never ashed a cigarette. Yeah. And then lit up another one and never ashed that one either. Right. Also, prior to the interview, his management team arrived a little early and said, "Hey, listen, Scott thinks that black helicopters are following him. So if you would, just go with that. If he brings it up." Okay.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it was that. It was a sad state of affairs.
Did it come up?
It did not, no.
It was such a discernible difference with him when he was and wasn't. You know, when he was clean and when he wasn't clean. Because when he was clean, man, I mean, he was such a great conversationalist and a sweet man and would talk about anything.
Yeah.
And then when he wasn't,
drugs.
Man, what planet?
Drugs is bad.
The drugs are bad. But, listen, I'm glad everybody went and participated in some kind of event.
Yeah.
Over the weekend to help some of these restaurants and vendors and people who were screwed out,
right?
Of profits of a lot of stuff with Lou Fest cancellation.
When I was at that Pretzel Boys place, the whole staff came over to take a picture, and somebody on staff there, when they were taking a picture, actually said cheese during the photo.
Huh?
Like, so standing there, he went,
old school.
Cheese. I was like, when was the last time you
That
heard
is
somebody say
old
cheese
school.
during a picture? I
Old
was like,
school.
right on, yeah.
I saw pictures of King Scott out with Carl the Mannequin.
Yeah, he covered a lot of ground this weekend.
If you missed Friday's show, King Scott lost Real or Fake. Patrico is the champion. And now you're a couple days into your punishment. You have to bring Carl the Mannequin everywhere you go and dress him up every day. He's got a kilt on today, a sweatshirt, a Rocket League hat.
He's sharp. But no, this guy's getting. We were out at the Archipelago block party, and he was getting his name called out, and people were wanting pictures of just him.
Ah, nice.
It was great.
Yeah, we were walking through a Hollywood Casino amphitheater yesterday, and people no Moon, no King Scott. It was Carl.
Hey, Carl.
Hey, that's Carl.
It was very startling to be sitting in the little box area where they put us, and I'm sitting in there by
the
myself, and I see him walking in, just dragging Carl with him. I was like,
So
what
you went
in
to the live show
hell?
too?
Yes.
Did they give you a problem bringing in the mannequin?
No, they were
No.
super nice, and in fact, they gave us a backstage pass for
Wow,
Chris
Carl's
Brown tour.
Backstage pass for Chris Brown's
It's a
show.
working pass. It's so good.
They're great over there, man.
Just somebody else getting credentials before me. You know what I mean?
Yet again.
And nobody's giving you any gruff?
No, they were great. The security was having a good time with them, and
Yeah,
they were
we-
taking pictures. It
We
was
called
fun.
ahead because I guarantee that's the first mannequin that's been brought through security.
You know what? I'm
Th-
thinking maybe not.
I thought real hard about it, and I was like, I just don't see it happening. And I don't see it happening and being okay.
yeah.
Right. Right.
But because we called ahead, got the clearance, and everybody there was so cool. And
And you go, hey, this is Moon from The Point. Just a question.
Just a heads up.
I'm with a guy.
asking for a
and
friend.
He's got a mannequin that he needs to bring with him. Just say it's your emotional support mannequin, and nobody will ever question you.
Yeah, that's true.
Nobody will ever question
Yeah.
It's a good point.
you. You see, you don't want none of this.
Yeah. Although he's wearing a kilt because he keeps dressing it every day. He's wearing like a full blown, kilt, and everybody kept seeing him going, "Oh, I thought Carl was a guy." We're like, "Hey, man, this is a kilt.
Yeah, it's a kilt.
This is a kilt."
It kind of looks schoolgirl uniform a little bit.
And he kind of looks like he has boobs, but those are just pecs. He's been working out.
Yeah.
Ripped.
Yeah.
He
is
used
ripped.
to work
He does a
out.
lot of push-ups with
Guy
those
without
no
arms, he is ripped.
That's
So
what
do
we-
you have any idea of where you're going to take him out to eat? Because you have to do one sit-down meal.
I haven't got that far yet on which restaurant we go to. There's so many
it's gotta
good ones.
be of course there is.
Yeah.
St. Louis is known for its culinary scene. You have to go to one sit-down waiter-waitress dinner with Carl. Just you two.
What are you going to do with him as far as like...
You should take him to the
because he
melting pot.
can't- Oh, my gosh, that'd be funny.
So tempting.
Because his legs are, he's got Barbie legs. They don't bend, so
No.
he's just got to stand everywhere.
Yeah.
How's that going to work out?
Find a
Well,
booth.
I
I
went
guess
to
just like lay him like that in a booth.
we went to Llewellyn's on Saturday night, and he just stood at the end of the table hanging out. So
Well, yeah. If you go to a high top, you
Oh,
can just
that's
stand
true.
there and you could sit.
So we got a lot of pictures and footage from this weekend. So we're gonna start
Yeah, make
putting
sure we
those
put
on
those up on the socials.
Yeah, check out the Instagram. We're gonna put them on the
Yeah.
story.
And it was awesome. 2 different places Saturday. Arch Apparel gave him a free shirt, and then Good Buddy Sandwiches, they gave him a free shirt. This guy,
Oh, that's nice.
he's the king,
Getting
man. Oh my
swag,
God.
huh?
Now,
Even
will
in-
you,
it's
as you go
free
out through
swag.
your week, I don't know your week when you're not here. Will there be occasion where you just have to like walk into a grocery store or something?
Yeah, I have to get groceries. I'm out.
He's
So
been
that's gonna
talking
be
about
today.
that. He's been talking about that because you got to see him like he probably weighs 35, 40 pounds, and which doesn't sound like that much, but
If you're carrying him.
watching
It's
him
also
carry,
awkward, 35
watching him
pounds,
carry
too,
him
though.
from the truck all the way around the
Well,
stage.
he walked into the office, and so he walks in. There's Carl. I go,
Yeah.
okay, I guess there he is.
I'd be so mad. Oh my God!
Listen, you have until Friday, 10 o'clock.
if I had to lug that thing around, I'd be so mad.
And by the way, we need to discuss the punishment for
Yeah.
the next competition. I know Patrico, who is the champion, who's not here, sent us 3 options.
Right.
2 of the options were to you guys.
I know one of them was definitely but we haven't. The 4 of us haven't discussed it,
No.
really. Yeah, I know which one I would.
I'm
choose.
leaning more towards one than the other.
The third one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember which one was 3 and which one was
Yeah.
2.
3 was the only one that I responded like, "Ooh, that could be tolerable."
Let's see here. What's your
I don't know
guys-
if Scott would be down with that.
What's your
though.
first name? I'm looking you up here.
And we have. I mean, we need to make a decision by tomorrow. So
Right.
I was gonna say you don't have much time.
no. Show Donnie the options during the commercial break and see what he thinks.
You guys are definitely not pumped just by the looks on all of your faces.
Well,
that's for
no.
sure.
one I don't think is possible. It's not possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just go up a little bit.
No, what I'm saying is this the one you're down for?
No, I'm
2?
down. I'm down.
I mean, I don't want to be very cryptic about it.
Right.
We'll
Yeah.
chop it up tomorrow.
I feel that's
Yeah,
what we're doing.
I'm down for 2 of the options. One I think, is way more brutal than the other.
Yeah.
But I don't think, like you said, I don't think Scott's down. Donnie,
Yeah.
you want to join the
There's
competition?
one
now?
I'm definitely
do
down
not.
for.
I don't know if I'm down with number 1.
No, there's
No.
no way.
No,
on
number no.
one,
Here's
no.
here's the thing.
There isn't even a number 1.
We can make number 1 happen
Get out of here! You're insane.
with the proper waivers being signed. Yes.
No
Oh,
way,
boy.
dude. No
No,
way.
I don't.
There's no way we would be allowed to do that. Number 1.
I don't think the company would allow us to
There's
do
just
number 1.
No way.
Either way,
no
whichever
way.
one we go with, we gotta tell everybody
Plus,
what
do
the
you,
other options.
do you
were.
even know anybody that owns a musket? Oh, I wasn't supposed to say anything. Should I not? Damn it.
Yeah, we got to tell people what that number 1 was. But I guarantee you, we should ask.
Well, we'll wait till tomorrow. Yeah, let's ask.
There's no way.
We'll ask the boss if that's even possible.
Why even move forward?
Yeah,
with
no.
that?
I'm
Come
curious.
on.
I'm curious. I think number 3 is the way to go, but
Number 3.
Wow. See, I don't think Scott's gonna do it.
I don't think Scott's down with that. But
Look at him taking his deep breaths already. Carl's whispering in his ear.
well, I mean, can you lose 3 times in a row?
No.
Oh, I'm sure I can.
Has it been done?
Has
I
Jeff
don't
not
know.
done that?
Has it been done? Have
Jeff, have you lost 3 in a row before?
Oh, I would imagine.
I don't know.
I don't know, but probably.
I don't.
I don't know.
I
3
wish-
times in a
I
row.
would've
We
made
should
it-
get a list of them in like chronological order, and I could tell.
Can you find that out?
Pretty easy.
What our
So-
punishments
sure,
were in
yeah,
order?
We'll figure it out.
All right, we're going to crown the Team Riz member of the day here. And after the break, I got to tell you about this lady. What is this chick doing? You know what that is?
I do.
If the screaming got quieter and quieter as she was going away, I would tell you that she was running away in
Do you
fear.
know what this is, Scott?
Nope. Maybe you're. Should I guess? Or wait?
Guess. Take a guess.
Roller coaster.
Nope.
All right.
I'll give you the whole story after the break. And your emails. Mark Yermo is our Team Riz member of the day.
Yeah, Mark.
Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Guillermo.
That's 2 first names.
Am I saying it right? Mark Guillermo. Guillermo. Mark is a longtime listener who loves the show, tries to go to all the events. While the show is broadcasting live from 6 to 10, he refuses to change the channel. Well, thank you, Mark. He listens every day, and what's missed, he catches up on the podcast. He likes our humor, likes our outlook on life. Plus, he loves the dynamic between all us fellas. Burton's creepy remarks. How Moon, quote-unquote, rocks.
Thank you.
Patrico's a great dude, but Riz's mentality is the best. What does that mean? My mentality?
Yeah,
Your outlook.
Your outlook. Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
Your cheery disposition.
Well, thank you, Mark. I appreciate that.
That
Thank you.
can't be it.
Mark Guillermo is the Team Riz member of the day. Gets a super sweet Team Riz member of the day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up. 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. All right, 6:34 on this Monday. Your first look at the traffic and weather. Donnie Fandango coming at you.
All right, Point Traffic is brought to you by Ryan Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. Right now, roadways are looking clear. I have reports of no accidents. Your Point weather forecast by Fox 2's Dave Murray is brought to you. I'm sorry here, guys. I got it.
All good, man.
Is
Take your time.
brought to you by Amco Ranger Pest Control, protecting what matters since 1965. How about a beautiful Monday for St. Louis? Mostly sunny today, high of around 78. Tonight, getting a little chilly. Hello, fall. Low tonight of 56. Right now, 59 at the Point Studios in Creve Coeur.
All right, your emails and more next. When it comes to you losing weight, the men and women at supplement superstores, they understand the struggle is real. They understand that losing weight is not an easy thing. There is no miracle pill you could take and you sit there and the fat melts off. That does not exist. If you invent it, you will be a bazillionaire. But for right now, you gotta diet, you gotta exercise. And the people at supplement superstores, they have helped thousands upon thousands of people lose thousands upon thousands of pounds. Go to supplement superstores, talk to a certified sports nutrition specialist, all certified personal trainers over there. They'll set you up in a diet program. They'll set you up in an exercise program for free. And they'll tell you about the Royal 21 weight loss system, which is the most advanced and most effective weight loss supplement that you could find. It's going to boost your metabolism. It's going to crush your cravings. It's going to give you an all-day focus energy boost. So yes, you can actually get to the gym. You'll have the energy for it. And you're going to lose weight. You'll get to your goals. You mentioned the Riz Show, you will get 25% off. It's the Royal 21 weight loss system. You can find it at Supplement Superstores online at supplementsuperstores.com.
Are you a big fan of being protected? Are you also a big fan of always having someone there for you? Are you also a big fan of having your information and your money always safe and secure? If you answered yes to all these, which I'm almost positive all of you did, then you need to contact Acropolis Technology, especially if you are one that is a owner of a business, an office manager. Listen, don't let your IT problems completely cripple your business. Let Acropolis Technology come in and take care of those problems. Whether it be them being your IT staff or supporting your existing IT staff, Acropolis Technology, they've been doing this for a long time. All their people are fantastic over there, and they really have helped some of the most successful companies in the St. Louis area stay protected. Plus, this gives you the opportunity to focus your attention and your time on other things. Start making more money. Start becoming more productive by letting Acropolis Technology take care of your IT worries. Listen, if your company is a company that values and relies on IT as a successful part of your business, Acropolis Technology, they are here to help, and they will always be here for you to help. So make sure you contact them right now. Go on their website, acropolistech.com. It is Acropolis Technology.
I know the guys and gals from Hot Shots today have their annual golf outing,
Oh, yeah?
and they couldn't pick better weather. Better weather.
Better weather, yo.
Better weather.
Yeah,
Hey, it's
yes,
going to be
there
in the
couldn't be
70s. Better weather. You can't get better weather than that. No, better weather. Yeah, 70s and sunny.
That's a
And
pretty
they
good
do
day.
the annual golf outing for their charity, Wonderland Camp,
Yeah. That's
which
fantastic.
I know they
charity.
hold near and dear to their heart.
Yeah. So they're going to be tired. But you still go out there and you still make them bring you some food and some drink and have a good time.
Well, yeah,
at
if you
the
go to Hot Shots,
there.
let's say tonight for Monday Night Football, you got 2 games tonight.
Yeah. That's another reason why I'm so excited about hockey season. What a great place to watch Blues hockey as well. And you have pretty girls bringing you food and drink, and you don't have to clean up. You don't have to have your significant other yapping at you saying, hey, why are your disgusting friends here?
Well, back to football for a second. You got Sunday football, you got the Monday football, and join the party at Hot Shots during all pro football games this season and enjoy $8 pitchers of beer that comes with 2 commemorative football cups that you could take home.
And they also got that MVP Scratch'ems sweepstakes there, and you can win so many amazing things with Hot Shots gift cards. There you go. That's enough right there. Free food, merchandise, and a whole bunch more. Grand prize winner, a football bash during championship weekend. 20 of your friends, $500 tab on Hot Shots.
And you're an e-gamer? Hot Shots Edwardsville, they have e-gaming tournaments. Tuesday, it's Fortnite, Madden 19 every Thursday.
That is pretty sweet.
All the details.
And it's free to get in.
Absolutely free. All the details, hotshotsnet.com. It's Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. All the games, all the time.
He remembers one. The meal from Will with the blood.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, wow.
Patrico's up to 5.
Yeah.
I've lost 3, you 4, he's 5.
Huh.
So me 1 or 2.
The Rizzuto Show.
We're trying to remember all the real or fake punishments.
I think I got them all.
How many total?
I think you said
24.
Oh, wow.
24. Donnie, 24 punishments in all.
That we can think of.
24 reasons
Are we
I'm
missing
thankful I
anything?
don't
All right,
do
go-
this.
Let's go through the list.
Wanna go through the list?
24 reasons Donnie comes on at 10.
Okay, I also wrote down. Let's see, Burton, Patrico. I also wrote down who lost them all, and so we could get like a running count. It looks like so far I have the best record. I'm not sure who has the worst record.
It's probably
oh, yeah.
some
It's Jeff.
idiot.
How many
It's Jeff.
I
losses?
think it said 15
Oh,
out of
Oh.
24.
Nice.
15 out of 24 you lost.
That's almost half, you guys.
so
It's
here,
impressive.
so here we go. Carl the Mannequin,
Uh-huh.
Scott.
Just about that.
Scarlett's, Scott. 24-hour ginghams, myself, Burton, and Patrico. Walk of Shame, Burton and Patrico. Achy Breaky Heart, Burton. Patrico T-shirts, Burton. Slim Shady, Burton. Stand Up, Riz. Cubs uniform at a Cardinals game, Lux.
Lux, yes. The only time she was in the competition.
Yeah. Eating the Cockroach, Burton. DBs and Lingerie, Riz and Patrico. Human Hot Dog, Burton. Tattoo, Burton. Trampoline, Burton. 4 coats of spray tan, Riz.
Uh-huh.
Painting with the second shift Jerf juice, Burton. Speedo first pitch, Riz. Paintball, Burton. Bikini car wash, Burton and Patrico. Topless photo shoot, Burton. Lock-in the studio for 48 hours, Moon. Chest waxing, Moon and Burton. Nipple piercing, Burton.
I have great nipples. That's the only reason why I agreed to do that.
Carl the Mannequin, Scott, and the full meal from Chef Will Pelly was Patrico.
Did you have Carl the Mannequin twice?
No, I think I just started. I think I said that first.
All right, well,
So 1, 2,
can add one more to that list. If we're missing anything, let us know.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
So Lux and I are at 100% losses. That's amazing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, 24 so far. I feel like we're missing something, but
Let us know if we're missing something.
that's a lot.
But another one to be announced tomorrow. Punishment number 25.
Ish. Yeah, something like that.
Ooh, it's a big one.
Right.
25.
We
What
doing
is that?
T-shirts?
Is that paper? What is that?
25.
Aluminum?
Wow, it's pain.
Oh, great. Sure is.
I believe it's pain. Huh. Maybe that option number 3 that we're discussing could entail the 25th punishment. If it is number 25.
Oh, I see
Oh,
what you're saying. Yeah.
And I thought of the second one on that. I have kind of a twist to that, which would make it very funny as well.
Well, you don't get to pick.
So
You
he gets
lost.
to
You have nothing to
discuss.
do. You're in the discussion.
But I mean, if I amp that one up, it could be
Just
interesting.
kidding. Number 2. Oh, yeah, I know what you're saying.
Listen, it's not my role here to tell anybody what to do, but King Scott, if I were you,
Yeah.
I would start studying.
Why you and
Somehow, some way.
Why would you want to amp anything up? What is
Right. Right. That
He's
should
a
not
good
be
sport.
what you're
Between
focused on
you
right
and
now.
me, bro? Let's amp it down.
Okay,
All
that's
right,
a good
I
idea.
want to play you this piece of audio here. And did you hear this, Moon, earlier? Like, do you know what this is?
The screaming? No.
I know Jeff knows. I know
Mhm.
Donnie knows.
Yes.
You should know.
What do you think this is? And then the trunk closes and Jeff drives away.
That's called evidence.
You know what I'm thinking?
All right,
The way the ambience, the ambient noises in the background, I'm thinking this is an airplane.
Can you wait like 2 minutes?
Did I give you a hint?
She got to go to the bathroom?
Well,
Kind of.
a little bit more.
She outside of a porta potty?
Nah. That is a woman giving birth in the car.
Oh.
And there's video to go along with it.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, it's everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's everything.
Of all the words that he could have he chose to go with. Can you just chill out?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's how it works. I've only had 2 kids, but
I don't think he's making any
Can
friends.
you
Would've been
shove it
funny if
back
she,
in?
She would have been like, ah, okay, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Apologize.
Sorry,
I'm
dude.
passing a
listen,
melon.
you will be hard pressed to find a more intense video than this. And this is a guy filming his wife giving birth in the front seat of their car while he's driving. She's on her knees, facing the back seat, screaming like you would expect her. I
Can you wait like 2 minutes? Hold on. She's coming out. It's still like that. Hold on, wait.
Wait.
Ooh.
Hold on.
Oh, no. Oh, that does happen sometimes.
She didn't wait.
No. Oh, she had the baby.
Yes, she did.
Oh,
There it
my
is. There's the baby.
gosh.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh,
There's the
my
baby.
goodness.
Wow. Put her on the phone.
We just delivered a baby in the car.
And that is not going to come out of the seats, I'll tell you that.
I hope
Imagine-
they're not leasing.
Imagine taking that to Waterway. and going,
I hope the first thing he said to his lady was, "You want some White Castle on the way home?
like, if you didn't put a towel down, I'd be furious.
We don't need to go anywhere. We can turn around."
Yeah. Well, I guess we don't need to go to the hospital.
How many times did he say wait or hold on?
Well,
Wait 2 minutes.
so the mom actually catches the kid. Wow. Like the kid comes out and the mom catches the kid, uses her dress to swaddle it in her arms. Also, by the way, they're not alone in the car. There are 3 other kids are in the back.
Whoa.
Ah, no way.
What a sight.
Yeah,
Oh,
watching the whole thing.
I hope
So-
that he called the therapist.
Yeah.
Yo,
That's a quick trip to the therapist.
he kept his cool. That was really kind of neat to hear.
He's taking heat.
Because he
Okay.
did. Because he was still
What kind of
driving.
situation?
Right?
Yeah, he's
Oh, he
taking
was
heat.
driving.
Yeah, he was driving.
Oh, I
mean,
didn't
the
know
car
that.
is going.
Oh.
I
That's
thought-
why you think it's an ambulance, an airplane, because the car is going. He is driving
Okay, I didn't know that.
Why is he taking heat?
Because he's driving and
for
doing
not pulling
play-by-
over when things got serious.
Yeah, but he doesn't know when things get serious. He's not a medical professional. He's trying to get her to the hospital.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm driving that car, I'm just trying to
get
get
to the
us
hospital, right.
there.
Yeah, who
That's
knows
what I'm
what
thinking.
you would do? Don't give this guy heat. Get off.
I'm
of him.
not.
Everything is okay.
Oh my God.
I know he's pissed because it's another girl.
Mama, you did it. Oh my goodness. I can't believe that just happened. Wow.
Now, do you just, since it's already happened, you just turn around and go back home? Like,
We don't need to go to the hospital anymore. Kid's fine.
No. Okay.
got a hunting knife in the
Kid's
back? You
fine.
cut that cord?
The only thing I would. Okay, I'm thinking about this for a second.
As somebody who's had 70 kids.
Right.
Well, okay.
Never been in this situation, huh?
No, I've never been in that situation. But the only thing I can think of giving him heat, and it's over, and everybody's okay, so get off of him. But if you're going to criticize anything, this is the point where someone needs to be on the phone with a medical professional saying, hey, I want to make sure the airways are clear. What do we need to do? What do we need to be looking
Very
out
good
for?
point. Yeah,
Obviously,
you're right,
if he's had kids before, he knows the placenta's next.
Yeah, somebody on the phone with the hospital, with a
Right.
doctor.
and not one of the
going,
8-year-olds
hey,
in the
we are
backseat.
on our way here.
Well, he needs to put a filter on it and then post it, and then he'll
Yeah.
know.
I mean,
So
then
you
you
can't
get
end the
the-
live
The
stream.
danger of driving while talking on the phone.
Yeah.
She wasn't
Somebody
wearing a
needs a
seatbelt.
Bluetooth.
Yeah.
She wasn't wearing a seatbelt, so somebody's getting a ticket.
And they didn't have the kid in a car seat either.
Uh-huh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a kid without a car seat.
The new one?
He's probably speeding.
Yeah.
You want to add driving while talking on the phone to that list? I don't think so. He's right. He's right.
He just added a passenger suddenly.
I had no idea what I do. I just had no idea.
Everything's good. Everything's all right.
That's crazy, isn't it, guys?
It's crazy.
Chow, you just saw a baby born.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, he had the phone in his hand.
Yo, can you imagine how shocking this would be, though?
Oh, man.
Yeah, he had the phone in his hand and he was recording instead of calling the hospital.
I'm not particularly great under pressure. I don't know that this would be a situation that I would excel at. You know what I mean? I don't think I'd do well here.
Well, hearing her scream that's disturbing in a way, isn't it?
It is very
Maybe this will
unnerving.
take the edge off.
Hold on.
It's a remix.
It's coming out. No. Oh, she had the baby. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. We just delivered a baby in the car.
Yeah, there was no we.
How many did it? Oh my goodness. I can't believe that just happened. Wow.
Why is the first thing I thought cloth seats? I'm like, man.
Somebody's gonna need some seat covers.
Right? Am I not? Did you see it? It's cloth seats.
Yeah.
You can't just take a wet towel and get that all off.
That's
there,
going to
but-
cost extra waterway.
Yeah.
Gonna need that new car smell too. That spray. in there,
Uh-huh.
too.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah, the new baby smells nice as well.
Oh.
What do you
Some of
know?
that newborn smell. Ugh.
Congratulations to those two.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't want to see the video because I have this perfect cartoon type vision of the three kids in the background's face, just like this.
The camera goes to one of the a little girl in the back, and her eyes are like.
Like, is that where I came
I
out
can't
from?
imagine. They're all
Gonna
just
be
like
a-
this.
A lot of
They
questions.
probably didn't speak for 6 hours.
Yeah, you got to see the video. The way she's even facing, and you could see everything.
Mary kept watching it on Friday night, like repeatedly. So I was downstairs and I started to hear that. I was like, "What is going on? What's happening?" And then when she watched it a couple more times, she's like, "All right, what is the need to see this again and again?" I mean, it sounds horrifying.
Yeah,
Not
watch
to say
that video. Post it if you would, Scott, on the socials at RIZZ Show. Let's get to some of your emails. RizShow at 1057thepoint.com.
This is no name on this, but enjoyed the show on Friday. Really enjoyed Wheeler Walker Jr. that was in
my
here.
God,
He
yeah,
was
it was great.
fantastic.
And I'll tell you what, that's one for the books. That last hour of Friday show with Clownvis in and Wheeler Walker in.
Yeah.
And I think those two, Clownvis and Wheeler Walker, struck up a friendship.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
too. I think they were exchanging digits out in the hallway, right?
They were, and Clownvis was legitimately
A fan.
excited and
Oh,
taken
yeah.
aback by sitting next to him and hanging out with him. You could tell
Yeah.
it was neat.
If he wasn't talking about Wheeler Walker Jr., if he wasn't busy being the best country musician of our time, I think he'd be the best of stand-up comics of our time, right up there with Riz. They
Oh,
said.
thanks. I did a little stand-up
I mean,
Oh, you did.
a couple months ago.
have we talked about it yet?
Sold that show at Helium.
I hope it went well.
I guess
went great.
you played one of his snippet of one of his songs about booby milk, I guess, right?
Oh,
Doesn't he?
no, that's his new single.
Oh,
which
that's
I
his new
could
single.
definitely
Yeah, we
cannot
can't-
play.
Okay, so we
Not
didn't.
enough
That wasn't
beats.
one of the edited things that
No,
we played. Well,
no.
anyway, on the subject of booby milk, they say I'm currently making cheese out of some. If you would like a little for a real or fake punishment,
No thanks. Oh, my God.
Could
You want to
imagine?
add that to the list?
Well, not unless it's familiar cheese.
Well, now you know her.
Yeah.
She emailed in.
I mean, we're all real close.
Might as well be family now.
Yeah, we don't
Well,
know
all
her
right.
That's
name.
not bad.
No,
She might
I
as
am-
well be family.
Nope.
Lactose intolerant, so I
yeah.
can't.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm on
Not doing
a
that one.
strict diet from the doctor.
Not
and
doing
that's
that
good.
one.
Not doing that one.
Yeah, what was funny when Wheeler Walker Jr. first got here, right before we went on the air, I said, hey, there's going to be another guest coming in. I'm not going to tell you who it is. And he got legit nervous.
There you go.
Definitely.
You guys playing a prank on me?
Yeah. I thought he was thinking he was going to be punked.
Right, and then Clownvis walked in and set his mind at ease.
Yeah, it did. Yeah,
No,
what are
it
you
It's the
supposed to
horn
be?
honk.
What is it? What are you supposed to be?
That was a
He
great
looked
question.
at him and just went, "What am I doing here?"
Next.
This is from Hillary, and I guess one of the reasons why Hillary sent this in, obviously to promote this event, but Moon, your kid is into horses, and I know Riz, yours is learning to ride.
Learning to ride, yes.
And I know, Moon, you've been out to the National the NEC, the National Equestrian Center out there. 40 and, what is it, KN, somewhere around there?
I don't know if I have been.
Yeah, you've been. You had to have been. But anyway, they're putting on an event there. It's a St. Louis National Charity Horse Show, benefits Stray Rescue, as well as Treehouse St. Louis. And American Horse Council donates to charities for each person to help interact with horses during the event.
Oh, that's
and it's on September the 22nd. There's pony rides, horse bursting.
Oh, fun.
That sounds violent.
And treat feeding stations, photo stations with the horses and rodeo queens and all that kind of stuff.
That's awesome.
And again, it's benefiting Stray Rescue and Treehouse St. Louis. So
Horse bursting, huh?
yeah.
Yeah, my daughter might be down.
I got audio from horse bursting.
Oh, that is not what's going to be
Wow.
happening at the NEC, everybody. That is
Wow.
just not.
Mr. Dead.
Man.
My daughter probably
I
Great
got it.
trick.
I
Only
got
can
it.
do it once.
All right. Secretariat.
Sorry and thank you, Hillary, for letting us know about this. But we can promote this, I would assume.
Yes, put it
for
on the socials.
Again, it's September the 22nd out there at the NEC.
Next.
Hey, fellas, quick question for Moon. When a band is touring and comes to St. Louis, how do they decide which venue to play at? Bad grammar. Obviously, I understand that the big-time bands and artists will always sell out the big venues, but this person talked about the in-between bands. How do they decide where to play? And they go on to talk about several years ago, Limp Bizkit had a show at the amphitheater. I guess it didn't sell well. And then the next time they came back, they were over at Pops, which they
Yes,
say
that
was a
was
badass show.
Great show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're
That was
just
a great
curious.
show.
They're just curious, those mid-level bands, how do they decide where to play when they come to town?
Long story short, that's just like a relationship between the promoter and their agents, and then they figure out what place is going to have the biggest impact, where it's going to benefit the band and the fans the most.
Yeah, or where they think they could sell the most tickets without
Mhm.
overdoing it.
Right.
Basically.
Yep.
I mean, sometimes you're a Blueberry Hill band. Sometimes you're a Delmar Hall band. Sometimes you're an amphitheater band or a Pops band.
Yep. Bands are trying to give listeners and their fans a good experience while still being able to make enough to get to the next city. Promoters are trying to make their money. Agents trying to make their cut.
Yeah, of course. I mean, the pie is sliced a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their hands out. But, I mean, there are some misfires, and we've seen a lot of those.
Yeah, and a lot of times you have certain cities that have favored venues, even if they're not the best venue or in the best area, because people like to work with good people. And when promoters get good reputations, or cities or venues get good reputations, people go back there, and they really try to go back there, even if the city. I mean, this is just coming from a band's perspective, because agents don't care about you, and promoters usually don't care about you. But bands, a lot of times, if they had a great experience in a city like St. Louis can give them at, say, the Pageant or Ready Room or out at the amphitheater or something, they will say, "Excuse me, agent, we want to go here. Please figure out a way for us to
Yeah,
go there."
that's the
So-
nice stuff.
Yeah, but
I like the stories of the bands that think they could play someplace and they cannot.
Yeah. Well, I'm
and they say, "Oh, the show's canceled for a scheduling conflict."
Yeah. I'm just saying, sometimes the onus is on the concert goer and the city to make sure you give people a full blown awesome experience when they
The
do come to
concert
town.
goer, I'm
Yeah.
buying a ticket. Entertain me.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a fair exchange.
One of the things that I thought of, and you and Donnie could probably talk on this, was at least back in the day, a band like Breaking Ben would come here and sell out a 20,000 seat venue.
Well, yeah,
but
they
in
take
many other cities they'll play to
They take it
2,000.
a city by city basis.
Yeah, that's
You
kind of
know,
what I'm
they-
trying to get at on that.
They're
yeah.
like, "Oh, St. Louis, we could play, the amphitheater, and other places we could play a place like the Pageant, be fine there." Next.
This is, excuse me, Carrie writing in. I was listening to Friday's podcast on the way home from work and heard Donnie getting grief for being a Buffalo Bills fan.
Yeah.
By who?
Wait. I don't remember anybody. Oh, Stalter.
Maybe
was
Anthony
giving me a
Stalter.
little trouble.
Yeah, a little.
We
Oh,
call it
that's right.
We call it a little good-natured ribbon.
Yeah, it was just a little ribbon
Yep.
sort of thing, just kind of like that. She says, "I'm right there with you, Donnie. I'm a diehard Bills fan, and I get grief for it all the time, and I think it's a little weird when they find out I was born in Buffalo.
Oh,
Suddenly,
a
it's
native.
suddenly it's acceptable to everybody. Fell in
Happy
love
you
with
made
them.
it out.
Yeah, fell in love with them since the kids. The Bills were amazing. Just decided not to jump off the old bandwagon. I'm guessing Donnie's in that category as well, but I could be wrong. You're
That's
not-
right.
not
Did you
from
become
the
a Bills
Buffalo-
fan when they had that? What is it? 3 Super Bowls in a
Run
row.
in the 90s?
Right at the very beginning of that, when they started, like, I remember them putting up like 40, 50 points a game with Jim Kelly and Thurman
Oh,
Thomas
yeah.
and Andre Reed. So that's when I started liking them, and then I've just always continued with him. And even when the Rams were here, like I rooted for the Rams a little bit, but they just never felt like my
I used to
team.
love Don Beebe.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
Donnie
my
Beebe.
God.
Oh, that guy
Yeah.
was great. Steve Tasker, another one of my
Steve Tasker,
favorites.
yeah.
I
But-
remember Jim Kelly. As a kid, I remember seeing that guy and going, he would make a great CPA. Like, he just looks like this real nice, like,
does.
trustworthy money guy.
He does.
But once I
I would
gravitate
trust him to
towards a
manage
team,
my 401k.
Not win a Super Bowl for you, but
No.
manage a 401k.
can't do that. Yeah.
Close.
Yeah, I tell you what, Donnie, not great yesterday. Yikes.
It was
Yikes.
it was bad from start to finish. Legitimately, everything was bad.
Without giving away how many games you guys won for the Pick'em Challenge, which we'll go over some of the scores
boy,
during Donnie Sports, how do you think you did?
not great. Not great at all.
I just want to know if I think I'm safe from the tush shot.
Yeah,
First one of the year.
I'm sure I didn't do well. I can tell you that.
I mean, I am very much ready for it to be me. I know I did poorly.
Scott, how'd you do?
Well, I don't know if they're selling that or if they're being honest, but if that's the case, then I feel like I might be safe.
Okay. Jerk.
Yeah.
Moon?
I
I'm
don't
not
have
selling anything. I'm serious.
Yeah, me
I
too,
did
yeah.
not do well.
I don't have a clue. I didn't see a single game. I didn't see a single score, although I saw a lot of people.
I asked you to figure out how many wins you had.
Yeah, oh, okay.
You think you did all right?
I'll do that. I think I did average. That's all. I'm just
I don't
trying
care
not
if
to
you
be
watched the
last.
games or not. You made your pick, so I want to see if you.
I think
how you think you did.
if anyone did extremely poorly, I'm fine.
Okay. I think I'm mid-pack. I think I'm mid-pack.
Okay.
That's
Go
what I'm
either
saying.
way.
There
I
may
think
be,
I'm fine.
yeah, there may be a
We got
bottleneck.
2 games tonight.
Mm-hmm.
We got 2 games tonight.
That
That
might
could
be a
swing it.
savior.
And
yeah.
I feel like there are some games. The reason I think I might be safe is that I think a couple of the games that I got wrong, I know we all got wrong.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, you didn't hear from Tones, did you, about how he
No. Well, I know the Pittsburgh-Cleveland game, we all got the same, so
did?
that's all right. Can
What
you
if somebody would
believe
have? You
that?
can't even pick tie in this thing, can you? I guess.
No.
Yeah.
No, a tie is neither a win or a loss.
And people complain about soccer.
Oh, stop it.
No,
Don't.
you stop it.
Yeah.
Down.
Don't.
Give me
don't,
my moments.
Just don't.
Get out of here.
just don't. Just don't.
All right.
Just don't.
He told you don't.
Whatever you say, buddy.
We got Sex Time Fun Facts coming up later on.
Took 5 hours to get that tie.
And by the way, to get into Sex Time Fun Facts, a stat which, who's staying in a hotel coming up soon?
I'll be in one on Thursday night.
Yikes! You're gonna wanna tune in, or at least pay attention. Just focus for 5 minutes, because you're gonna. Yikes.
You got another tip for me?
Yeah.
By the way,
Can
I,
you pay attention? He'd like to ruin something for you.
now here's the greatest thing. My kids are already doomed because I didn't get into this Jeremy stuff until I was an adult. We got to the hotel last weekend in San Diego, and my kids wrapped the remote.
Good kids.
That's
Good
great.
kids. I don't think for this one, I don't think wrapping anything is gonna be a help.
No, bummer.
7:07 on this Monday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Donnie Fandango coming at you.
All right, Point Traffic is brought to you by the home loan expert, Ryan Kelly. Check him out at thehomeloanexpert.com. One thing for you there in St. Charles County, 70 eastbound past Cave Springs, there's an accident. One lane is blocked. Police are on the scene. Point Weather brought to you by Chesterfield Fence and Deck, the very best in fences, decks, patios, and sunrooms. Today, it is going to be a beautiful one, St. Louis. Your point forecast from Fox 2's Dave Murray. Just an absolutely gorgeous Monday. Mostly sunny today, high around 78 tonight. A little chilly, low tonight around 56. Right now, 59 at the Point Studios in Creve Coeur.
All right, Jeff, what do you got for us?
We'll talk about the death of Mac Miller. Also, Les Moonves steps down. And as an artist, do you stop playing your biggest hit because of the lyrics?
all right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays, and we got the porno birthday. That is all next. And your Crap on Celebrity. Stay there.
For a long time, I heard Jeff Burton talking about Victory Men's Health, and I sat there saying, you know, Jeff's a little older than I am. Jeff is the type of guy where he's had some medical problems in the past as far as his Crohn's and everything. This is something that he needs. This is not something that I, as a 32-year-old guy, need. And guess what? I needed it because I went to Victory Men's Health. They ran all my blood work and found out a couple things. They found out that I was vitamin D deficient, almost vitamin D depleted. And then they also found out I suffer from low testosterone. So they've got me on a plan right now. All my numbers are now peaking. They all are reaching places I've never thought that they would ever get. I'm actually, with this whole weight loss journey I'm on, Victory Men's Health is helping me get to feeling even better than I've ever felt before. And it's amazing because I'm going to bed easier. I'm waking up more refreshed. I'm getting deeper sleep. I have more energy throughout the day, and it's awesome. With 2 little kids running around and a busy schedule like I have, Victory Men's Health has really helped me get my life together, and I can't thank them enough. You can have the same results that I did. All you have to do is go to victorymenshealth.com, go and call them, go see them, go see the medical staff there, not just the salespeople, the medical staff there, and they will take care of you. And everybody there is absolutely fantastic. The office is great. So again, victorymenshealth.com, go to their website, give them a call, and it's time to start being you again.
You know, it seems like all kids do all summer is drag that dirt into the house. And they stink up the house, too, let's be honest. But the good news is that the kids are all back at school, and fortunately for you, there is Zero Res Carpet Care. Zero Res is the healthy way to get your home feeling fresh and clean again. Even if your house doesn't look dirty, you need to call Zero Res to get that dust, that dander, that bacteria. All that stuff is living and breeding in your carpet. It's gross. And by the way, you're an adult. And adults should get your carpets cleaned professionally every year. Keep them smelling and looking like new. So I trust Zero Res because they clean with patented empowered water. So they don't leave any sticky, dirt-attracting residue behind. Just healthy, clean carpet. And they're legendary, gotta love it guarantee. It's peace of mind. So call Zero Res today. You mentioned the Res Show for their back-to-school carpet cleaning special. This month, 3 rooms, pre-treated, cleaned, and sanitized, starting at just $129. So schedule your cleaning today by calling 314-474-2020. That's 314-474-2020. Or book your cleaning online and get the Res Show special at ZeroResSTLewis.com. Zero Res, spelled backward or forward, spells the same at Zero Res. Oh, hey, welcome back, guys. Time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
It's brought to you by Amco Ranger Termite and Pest Solutions, protecting people and property from pests for over 50 years. New number 1 at the box office over the weekend, beating that Crazy Rich Asians, is The Nun. First week out of the box, or at the box office.
I don't even know that movie.
That's what I was like, The Nun? $53.5 million, so some people knew it.
I mean, that's pretty huge.
Yeah.
What is The Nun?
I think it's a movie that is about nuns. I do know that.
Is that?
No, it is. I know there's a nun
really
in it because there's a still photo of The Nun had a scary good weekend, opening weekend, despite negative reviews. It's a horror movie.
Oh.
That's all I got.
That's why it wasn't in my radar.
Yeah. Unless it's a Marvel movie or a movie that I take the kids to, I am a lot of times.
And the only nun movie I like is Sister Act, and you know that.
Yeah. When a young nun at a cloistered abbey in Romania takes her own life, a priest with a hand, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm so out.
Yeah. There was a movie called Peppermint, so that came in 3rd, and another new movie called Operation Finale that came in 8th over there.
That looked pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
That finale movie.
I hadn't heard of any of those.
Me either. Yeah. Mac Miller died over the week of an apparent overdose at his home in San Fernando Valley on Friday, and I have said this. I know the name, and I know Mac Miller because he dated Ariana Grande. That's all I know. But my 16-year-old,
same way,
heartbroken. So this is something of his called Self-Care, just to familiarize yourself.
Climbing over that wall. I remember, yes, I remember it all. Swear the hype is too tall. Yeah.
This is Mac Miller. Is he the one rapping?
Down below. Yes. Now I know that the medicine be on call. Yeah. Was feeling like you hot enough to melt. Yeah. Can't tell no one can even trust yourself.
26 years old. Big deal though, man. He was reportedly found on a bed around noon. Male friend called 911. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Official cause of death won't be released until the toxicology tests are back, but it looks like obviously an overdose. Yeah. Official cause of death we should get in a couple of days, though. So he just released an album called Swimming, beginning of August. Debuted at number 3. He battled substance abuse for many, many years, and as we said, Ariana Grande, they dated for a while.
I saw online people blaming her.
Oh,
you saw that?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's horrible.
Supposedly, Mac Miller never got over it. You know, that's
why he used drugs. Or
he was using drugs.
Or it was
when they were together.
She left him at his low point, so it's her fault for leaving him when he was so low. You can't put that on somebody.
Well, and the other thing is, before she left him, for whatever reason it was, if she was a decent person and loved the guy, she probably tried to help him way before that.
You can't put that on somebody.
No.
Yeah.
And then shortly after they split up, he crashed his car into a pole, fled the scene, arrested for DUI, hit and run, all that kind of stuff. And this is one of those startling things, pieces of audio.
It's a tragedy. And lucky for him, when he was alive, he didn't kill anybody.
Right.
In his car, driving DUI. And
luckily, he just hit a pole, yeah. And he got up and ran from the scene. But this is one of those startling things that after somebody passes away, and he was talking about the idea of an overdose.
I'd rather be the corny white rapper than the drugged out mess who can't even get out of his house. overdosing is just not cool. There's no legendary romance. You don't go down in history because you overdosed. You just die.
And then
Very sad.
there was some. I also heard some audio earlier and saw a little video of Thursday night, the night before he died. He put some beats together and he put them up on Instagram or Twitter or something. Looked very happy. So, and here's the other weird thing is that we're sitting here going, "Who's Mac Miller?" He was big enough to be in a movie with Snoop Dogg not too long ago. That Scary Movie 5. You remember that?
I think everybody though takes their turn in that franchise. I think my turn's coming up.
Whoa, good for you
that's
guys.
so cool.
Everybody gets a role in Scary Movie. Is that the Wayans brothers?
I don't.
The Scary Movies?
It could be, but this is
yes, it is.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
So he and Snoop Dogg basically making fun of other scary movies in this scene.
Oh, wow. It's a cabin in the woods. We need to go hide over in there.
Nah, man, I'm not going in there. It reminds me of a horror movie I once saw.
What horror movie?
The one with the cabin in the woods.
Okay, thank you. I got it.
Les Moonves is out at CBS. He's stepping down as their chairman and CEO effective immediately. A reporter from CNN had mentioned over the weekend that this was going to be coming, maybe yesterday, maybe today. Yesterday it was. He said in part, quote, untrue allegations from decades ago are now being made against me that are not consistent with who I am, effective immediately, blah, 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 stepping down. I'm deeply saddened to be leaving the company. I wish nothing but the best for the organization. So a second New Yorker article by that Ronan Farrow, 6 additional women accused him of sexual misconduct. Allegations range from him forcing oral sex on certain women, exposing himself without their permission, allegedly using physical violence, intimidation against them, that sort of thing. So he steps down now. And this is this guy that's
6
responsible
more.
for CSI, NCIS,
Oh, yeah.
Cold
Les
Case, all of that
Moonves,
stuff.
I mean, was the name. I mean, in TV.
Who, is CBS the number 1 network overall?
Yeah.
They are, okay.
Les Moonves. It just goes to show you somebody with the first name Leslie and you're a man really makes something of himself. But with the power comes this kind of behavior.
Yep.
For some people can't handle it.
And supposedly, I was reading up about this particular case that he and CBS were talking about some sort of exit package.
Oh yeah, his golden parachute? $100 million.
$100 million. Crazy, right?
$100 million, but you know how CBS is trying to spin it? They're giving $20 million to Me Too charities.
Right. I did read that part.
So they try to kind of bury the $100 million part, and they say $20 million of that is going to Me Too. Hashtag Me Too type charities.
Right.
But he's still walking away with $80 million. So
wow.
He's going to be okay.
Pretty soon with these execs, don't you think they're going to work in clauses in these big, gigantic contracts that if they lose their jobs because of this?
When you're at that level, though, I mean, things you don't even understand what goes on there.
You're a millionaire a billion times over at that point, I guess.
At that kind of level of the entertainment world, I mean, who the hell knows what happens?
Yeah.
Vince Vaughn charged on Friday in connection with that DUI arrest from earlier this summer. He was hit with 3 misdemeanor charges: driving under the influence of alcoholic beverage, driving with a 0.08% blood alcohol content or higher, and refusing to comply with a peace officer. In other words, he was kind of a jackass when it all happened. If convicted, 360 days in county jail.
Wow.
Yeah. Which,
if convicted.
And he'd probably go in and spend 45 minutes and then, hey, overcrowding.
He'll probably wind up getting, you got to go to like a DUI class and you got to pick up garbage along the highway or do a PSA.
Yeah, community
do
service.
a PSA.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times we talk about a big celebrity who's very well loved, and especially shortly after they pass. And you, Riz, you are always that guy that comes up and goes, look this up. This guy was a piece of crap because of this and this and that, right? Mm-hmm. Do you ever hear the story about Burt Reynolds back in the day? With this, I think her name is Sophia Miles. This was back in '73. He was filming a movie called The Man Who Loved Cat Dancing in Arizona. And this British actress, Sarah Miles, okay? So February 10th, several members of the cast take Burt out for his birthday. When they get back, Sarah went to Burt's hotel for a little nightcap.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Sarah was in a relationship with her agent, I believe it was, at the time. The agent at the time married, okay? Ooh. So the agent finds out she's over at Burt's place and gets all upset. When she gets back to her own room, he goes nuts on her. She yells for someone to, quote, get Burt. As Burt Reynolds is on his way, this guy's name is Whiting. His first name doesn't matter. Anyways, last name's Whiting. So he takes off. They can't find him. She goes back to Bert's room, spends the night. She goes back to her place in the morning, and this Whiting guy dead, face down in a pool of blood with medicine bottles and pills everywhere. And it was called a suicide. But the blood everywhere was never explained. Ever explained.
Huh.
Isn't that crazy? I just thought that was a really,
Yeah,
really
you know,
weird
a lot of those
story I'd never
stories,
heard before.
A lot of those stories from the 60s, 50s, 40s, you know, even up to the 70s. The movie studios were so powerful, they were able to bury that stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was David Whiting is the guy's name, and Whiting's mom wanted Bert and the Sarah to testify at an inquest. MGM blocked it because they said it would hurt the movie, and nothing was ever explained about it.
Yeah, those movie studios were so powerful.
Yeah. And here's another thing about Bert. If you didn't know this, his the original Smokey and the Bandit movie made for about $5 million. It brought in $126 million for Universal Films, and they're bringing it back coming up this weekend. It's going to be at a lot of the AMC theaters. It's going to be for $5, and you can watch it 240 different AMC theaters starting. I'm sorry, on Wednesday, 9-day run now as a tribute to him, and it's only going to be $5.
I will
think is
100%
pretty cool.
see that in the movie theater.
I mean, how many
love
people that
movie.
love that movie? It came out in 70-something. You never got to see it in a movie theater.
Smokey and the Bandit?
Yeah, Smokey and the
I didn't
Bandit.
see it in the theater not until much later.
So
But
you read stuff like, you know, with Burt Reynolds, like that murder thing.
yeah,
And it's like somebody like Christopher Walken. You go, man, what could be in his past?
Yeah.
He was there the day that chick drowned. The one James Garner was accused of. No, not James Garner.
Oh,
The hell's his name?
I know who you're talking about.
He was on the boat.
Yeah.
Natalie Wood.
Natalie
yeah,
Wood.
yeah.
Natalie Wood.
I can see him too.
you just
Is
there's
it Robert
just
James
something?
Garner,
Robert something?
Oh, damn it. What's it?
it's like a
It's not Robert Loggia.
No, it's a tan guy.
Let's see.
Robert Wagner?
Robert Wagner.
That's it.
Yeah. Wow. He was on the boat.
He was
then.
on the boat.
Wow.
You just wonder how many of these kinds of stories are out
Yeah.
there. I mean,
Yeah,
there's
it's
tons
just
of them.
Something that was just kind of pushed under the carpet. You may or may not know this name, but you see his face, you would know it. Bill Daly, a TV actor, passed away at the age of 91. He was that other guy in all the shows. He always said he was a second banana. Bob Newhart show, I Dream of Jeannie, which, remember, we were talking about older actors and actresses we haven't seen in a while. Barbara Eden knew this Bill Daly guy.
We just saw Barbara Eden somewhere. She looks good.
Yeah, she absolutely does. She looks. I think she had the little genie bottle, and she was pictured with that. The Emmys don't take place until a week from today, but they gave out some of the early trophies this past weekend at the Creative Arts Emmys, and history was made for the first time ever. All 4 supporting actor-actress awards went to black actors. Tiffany Haddish won for Saturday Night Live. Cat Williams won something. There's something positive
Cat
for him.
Williams.
Yeah, for Atlanta. And here's the cool thing. We got a new EGOT winner. The
Oh, no
Emmy,
way.
the Grammy, the Oscar, and the
John
Tony.
Legend has
John
got it.
Legend won his 2, and Anthony Bourdain picked up 2 posthumous Emmys for Parts Unknown. And the 12th season finale, I'm sorry, the 12th and final 7-episode season of Parts Unknown expected to air on CNN sometime this fall, which is really cool. I know you're a huge fan of Project Runway.
Yes.
That's returning to Bravo, but is returning without Heidi Klum and Tim Gunn. They're going to be moving on, so they're not going to be on that program anymore.
Well, that's it for me then.
I know. And here's the question, especially for the singer in the room here. Paramore has that song called "Misery Business."
Yeah.
You know the line, or you know the song, obviously, right? Well, the band announced the news while performing at a show on Friday that they will no longer be playing that particular song ever again, or at least for a very, very long time.
Is this a song you
Yeah,
got in
right
here?
It just feels so good.
This is the line right here.
Second chances, they don't ever matter. People never change. Once a whore, you're nothing more. I'm sorry, that'll never change. And about forgiveness, we're both supposed to have exchange.
What?
Once a whore, you're nothing more. I'm sorry, that'll never change.
So
She
they're
says,
not playing it because of that line?
because of that line. And in the recent past, they've been doing the song, but she just doesn't sing that particular line. But right before they played it on Friday night, they said to the crowd, we're not going to play this song ever again. And I mean, that's the song they're known for.
I think that's one of the songs.
That's
that
one
they-
of
I
them. That
mean,
was the
it's
first
one of
song
them.
that
But-
they got them noticed.
Yeah, but that's a music director and a former music director saying that. If you're a cursory fan, That's the band. That's the song you know that band for, right?
But every time I will respect the band's ability to play what they want and don't want to play.
Oh, I don't disrespect it. I'm
You know
just
what I
saying
mean?
it's. I mean, that's their biggest song. So don't go to a Paramore show expecting that particular.
Well, you could point to a bunch of bands that do that. Tool does not play a lot of their singles.
Mm-hmm.
The Beastie Boys, when they were around, they wouldn't play girls
Right.
Really?
because of content.
I only saw them once. I guess I didn't see it.
Yeah, they wouldn't play a lot of stuff off that first record because of content, I believe.
But then I think I've seen them do girls before and just change the lyrics. I think when I saw them in the round back in the day, like 98-ish, I want to say that I saw them do it, but they significantly altered the words to kind of
Although
make it
they're
different.
a band that could go to a lot of songs in their catalog and everybody would know the songs.
Sure.
They have such a huge
Yeah.
catalog of songs. Same with Tool. I mean, they could, they got a bunch of records out, and one song is 45 minutes anyway. So
Right.
Yeah.
they play like 3 songs a concert.
And one of her reasons for is she said she wrote that lyric in this song when she was 17, and it means something
Yeah,
different.
it's all
now, so.
disappointing. To be honest with you,
I agree.
Yeah. Okay, and that's all she said about it?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Interesting. That one line.
imagine going to see Europe and not seeing the final countdown
Unbelievable.
Twice.
twice, open and closing.
Can you imagine them only playing it once? That's ridiculous. Wasn't it them? It was Europe that did that, right?
They open and close, I believe, with final countdown.
Yeah.
Yes.
Only
what was the-
once, I'm not coming back. Forget
What was the
this.
Quiet Ride song?
Come on, feel the noise.
They did that twice when I saw them. The one time I saw them, they did it.
I've only seen one band do a song multiple times in their set, and it was Gravity Kills way back in the day. It was like it was first, and then they did like a remix of Guilty like later in the set.
That's a
No
good
way.
song.
It is a good song.
It is.
Good boys.
Imagine going to see a band and not hearing your favorite song.
Yeah.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah. But if Paramore is that big of a band to you, you would know that going in probably. You probably read that. they're
Or
not
if you're the
great.
casual Paramore fan, you're like, man, I love that song, Base Your Business.
Yeah.
I didn't play it, huh?
Hey, real quickly before
Hopefully you
get,
were entertained otherwise.
before you get going over there, we talked about Eminem's new record, no promotion whatsoever, 443,000 copies he sold of Kamikaze.
Dang.
Without any promotion, it was a surprise album, all that stuff.
That thing's got to be selling crazy because I see stores advertising like on my feeds and stuff that they have it in on CD. I can't remember the last time that anybody's promoted that they've got a CD in stock.
Yeah.
Outside of the vinyl or what have you.
All right, crappy birthdays, Joey Votto,
Baseball player.
Cincinnati Reds first baseman who won the MVP back in 2010. He is 35. Ryan Phillippe, funny story, he is the first person I ever interviewed.
Oh,
Ryan
wow.
Phillippe is 44 years old. Big Daddy Kane, the legendary rapper, is 50. Guy Ritchie, remember him?
Oh, yeah.
Madonna's
two first names.
ex-husband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is 50. The Big Unit,
Hey, Randy Johnson.
Randy
Oh, my
Johnson,
team- Oh.
is 55.
Is it your birthday?
Colin Firth from The King's Speech, also in The Kingsman, which if you haven't seen The Kingsman,
He only plays roles with King in the title.
Colin Firth is 58. Joseph Perry, Aerosmith guitarist, is 68.
Two first names.
Bill O'Reilly is 69. And Jose Feliciano, the blind Puerto Rican singer, he is 73. Well, it is Bill O'Reilly's birthday, so I've got to play this, I guess.
That's tomorrow. And that is it for us today. Okay, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's not right on the teleprompter. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that.
No, there is. We are going to do Sting, yeah.
Okay, but now I can't read it. There's no words on it.
Okay.
Feel it go.
Ready? Sure.
There's no words there. To play us out. What does that mean? To play us out.
Sting is going to do, it's a video.
Red button.
This poor guy,
Red button.
you could hear him. Oh my God, Bill is fired up. There's nothing I could say. It's going to happen. Just sit back and just let it happen.
It's simmering. You can feel it.
Sting is going to do, it's a video, Sting video.
What is?
For credits.
I don't know what that means. To play us out. What does that mean? To end the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it.
Okay. In 5.
It's not our
4,
fault,
3.
Bill, that you did that.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. F- it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live.
Right.
F- thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
Come on, that wasn't that hard. Wow, huh?
He could do it live, but he couldn't record it.
Happy birthday, Bill O'Reilly.
And wherever that guy is as a night manager at Applebee's.
Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Topanga Clark. And today's birthday girl rounded the bases more times than 750 plus fine films.
Whoa.
I'm sorry. Patrica wrote this for me. Today's birthday girl rounded the bases more times than all 750 plus current MLB players. Okay, sorry. Sorry.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Busy.
Combined in 166 fine films, including My Bad Guys.
No social life for that gal.
She was in The Adventures of A-Hole Andy. She was in Daily Fruits and Veggies, Volume 8. She was in Freshman Fannies. My favorite, Liquid Gold, Volume 7. She was in Stuffed. She was in Tri-Teen, Volume 6. And who could forget her unforgettable role in This'll Be Super Quick, Volume 2. Topanga Clark is 38 years old. That's your porno birthday, crappy birthdays. And that right there is your crap on celebrities. All right, thank you. We'll do it live. Let me tell you about Dr. Brenton and Brenton Vision and how Dr. Brenton is changing lives. He is getting people out of glasses. He's getting people out of contacts. He could get virtually anybody out of glasses or contacts. He is an expert on all 7 laser vision correction procedures, not just the LASIK stuff. And there are different things that he could do depending on your situation. I mean, crystal clear vision is in your future if you have astigmatism or you got the over 40 issues like the progressive bifocals. Dr. Brenton has worked on athletes, on fighter pilots, my wife. Call Brenton Vision 314-375-2020. That's 314-375-2020 or hit up BrentonVision.com. Make an appointment, go for the consultation, take a tour of the office, have Dr. Brenton run you through everything. He's great. Best in the business. Dr. Brenton, Brenton Vision, 314-375-2020, BrentonVision.com. All right, we got news next. It's 7:38 on this Monday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Donnie Fandango coming at you.
All right, Top Point Traffic brought to you by Ryan Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. Couple things have popped up since our last traffic report. Accident in O'Fallon, Highway K and Highway N. Police are on the scene there. Accident in St. Charles, 70 eastbound past Cave Springs. The left lane is blocked. Police are on the scene there. Your point forecast from Fox 2's Dave Murray. Weather is brought to you by Steel Inning Studio. Steel Inning Studio, the place to go for custom design tattoos and body piercing. Today, mostly sunny, high of 78 tonight. Gets a little chilly. Low tonight of 56. Right now, 59 at the Point Studios in Creve Coeur.
All right, news next. So you're walking around with a cracked phone screen, or maybe you dropped your phone in the pool over the summer and you think all is lost. No. You probably dropped your phone in the pool 3 months ago and you're still waiting for an appointment at the Genius Bar. Guys, there's Foxpaw. Foxpaw is there for you. Foxpaw's got 26 locations in the St. Louis and St. Charles area. You got 2 walk-in locations, one at Webster Groves, their newest one in Cottleville, and you have 24 different kiosks around the area in Schnucks. So you drop your device off either at one of the walk-in locations or the drop-in the kiosk locations. They take your device, they fix it fast, and you're all good. A lot of people don't realize how much stuff can be repaired on their cell phones. Take it to Foxpaw. Liquid damage, cracked screens, charging ports, cameras, batteries, speakers, motherboard repairs, data recovery. Foxpaw. Go to foxpaw.com, FOXPAW.com. All the instructions are on there. It's so simple. Coupon code RIZ and save yourself 10%. Foxpaw, foxpaw.com. Fix it fast.
Hey, it's Carter Hutton, St. Louis Blues. You're listening to The Riz Show, and happy birthday, Riz.
No, that's not accurate.
Time machine.
He did not say he was on the St. Louis Blues.
Yeah, he just said
That is.
he said his
not
name and he
accurate.
said a hockey team.
Hey, this is Jeff Burton, Seattle Mariners. And
Welcome back. Our phone number, 314-6-WALKER. That's 314-6-WALKER. Cameras in chat room, 1057thepoint.com/Riz on the socials at RIZZ Show. Your email's RizShow1057thepoint.com. 6-time fun facts coming up later. Moon's got the sex toy of the week.
That's right. Moon, Manchester United.
Thank you. Who is this that dropped off this Australian food?
Brian.
We had talked about it a couple weeks ago. We didn't know what Vegemite was, and
Right. I only know because of the song.
Oh, I knew it.
right the
Vegemite sandwich.
Right,
song,
right.
yeah.
The Men at Work song.
Men at Work song.
Right.
Yeah.
I knew what it was because the first time the band went over to Australia, somebody was saying
There it is.
There it is,
Australia.
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 Did I did not say
sure
it.
as
Do I
hell
say
did.
it funny?
we
You
could
sure
run
as hell did.
run the tape back.
Donnie,
What?
do I say the name of that country in any peculiar manner?
I didn't think so. I did
I
not
don't think
now
so
you gotta
either.
pay
These
attention
guys
to
are weirdos. They're completely hearing things wrong. Anyways, I tried Vegemite the first time I was over there. A forkful, and if you don't hack it up, you
Well,
get
thank
10
you,
bucks.
Brian.
Is
Thank
it?
you,
It's
Brian,
like a
for dropping this
spread or
off.
something, right?
Yeah, it's like a yeast spread, and you put it like real thin on toast.
Let me smell it.
2 words. It's just.
On toast, it
Oh,
actually
it smells terrible.
it is terrible.
Oh, it
but,
smells.
It only smells bad because it is. Just
no,
so
it is
you
terrible.
know.
But you put it thinly.
Oh, man.
Wow,
you
that
put
is
it,
strong.
Oh, that is a rough ride.
You put it thinly on toast, and it's tolerable. But that's something that they grow up with, so it's like totally.
It
normal.
almost looks like Nutella, like a hazelnut spread, but it's not.
It smells like an ankle.
It smells like,
my
it smells
gosh,
like
dude.
heel or something.
it
You're a
smells like
weirdo.
a hockey bag.
Not. That's not a term of endearment. Finally,
His facial expression this whole time has been great.
It smells like
something.
used hockey gloves.
Yeah,
Like an
that's not a
ankle.
bad smell though to me.
That's
used hockey. glove.
What?
Yeah.
Somebody else's used hockey?
No,
equipment?
mine. It's like farts. Your own hockey glove is okay.
I'll give you $10. A small spoonful. And I'm not even talking like, I'm just talking like
$10.
half a mouthful. Yeah.
Do you have it on you?
Yeah.
Is it American?
It's Australian.
Go ahead, Donnie.
I'm not trying it.
Come on,
$10.
man,
So
Donnie.
that's a yes?
That'll
You're
buy you
part of the
that'll
show.
buy you a sandwich
Donnie,
at Potbelly.
we
Well,
want
That's lunch right
Donnie.
there.
Listen,
I'll buy your lunch.
appreciate all of these things, all these factors. No. That's-
Get outta
No,
here.
no way. I
on,
just
Tom.
smelled
Fun.
it.
Yeah,
There's no.
People eat this every day. You're
King
not
Scott will
going
do
to
it.
die.
Good for them.
Scott will do it.
Scotty, come on in here.
Oh, during the break, by the way, I think Carl bit it.
Oh, yeah.
Is that
dude,
what
your
that
body
noise
slammed
was?
it.
Yeah, because you were doing your thing, and all of a sudden it was just
Somebody was laughing.
No, I thought somebody, the floor collapsed upstairs.
Oh, Carl the mannequin fell.
Is
Yeah.
Carl okay?
He's fine.
You have a spoon?
Yeah, I got a spoon right there.
Don't give me he's fine. If there's mannequin abuse, we need to know about it.
Go ahead, Scott.
You're not going to die. No. It's not a finger. It's a spoon.
Take a spoonful.
Yeah. Here, you
Ew,
want me to
there's,
lick
like,
the rest of
crud
that
on
off?
it.
He's using. No. Stop. Don't use the handle. It's the whole point is a spoon. So we know the amount.
All right, wash the spoon off,
Look,
and I'm
there's
gonna start
Kleenexes
news.
right
Okay.
There you go.
Wash the spoon off, for God's sakes. Hell's happening.
And come over here on camera. All right, spoon's ready. And this does smell like an old tire.
It's not good.
It smells gross.
It actually smells worse than I remember.
I would rather eat the tire.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
And your news brought to you by Travers RV and Automotive Group. And Club Fitness, I believe. Yes, Club Fitness, news?
Yes.
Club Fitness.
Oh,
All
boy.
right, go ahead.
I smell it this
Take
far
it.
away.
So the spoon.
Oh, look at that.
yeah.
Wait. I
Do
gotta
Do it. Do it.
That's a lot of Vegemite.
This
So
is
this
a
is
lot.
give me the jar. Okay, this is Vegemite is crushed up kangaroo and boomerangs.
Wallabies and koalas.
And Jim Jeffrey's big toe that's ground
It's
up.
concentrated yeast extract.
Sounds good, right?
Go ahead. One,
All right.
2, 3. Bottoms up.
Oh. No. You gotta hold it.
Yeah,
you
you
gotta
got
hold
it.
it. It's gotta.
Oh,
No.
God.
It's out.
It's out.
That's my $10 back.
You just
What
spent
does that taste like?
$10
Oh,
out.
his like tongue is
Your
black.
tongue is black.
Okay, get back over here on camera.
Oh my god.
And bring the
What
trash
does that
can with
taste
you
like?
if you need it.
I can't even describe how it's just like an overwhelming amount of salt.
Yeah.
And it's so gross.
Ooh, it's bad.
Vegemite, I could smell it.
Oh man. I don't know what kind of food that tastes like, but it's
Oh,
not food.
God. Oh, it's right in front of me. What are you guys doing over here?
Yeah, you're supposed to. Hand
Get it out of here.
This is gnarly.
No
All right,
money,
guys, let me
man.
do some news.
Sorry, buddy. Well, good for you
You
though.
still gonna give him $10?
No, he didn't. He didn't eat it.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
not nice.
know. Oh,
That's
come
Who
$5.
are you?
Sure.
Who are you guys?
Well, I'm somebody with a heart.
Sure.
Get out of here! Oh, come
Eating out
on.
his money.
What?
Take Carl and get out of here.
Yeah. You can wash it down with one of these Tim Tams though. Those are good.
Those are good.
Those are
These
good.
Tim
Oh,
Tams, yeah.
That's good.
Out in Jefferson County, there was a huge explosion yesterday evening in a subdivision in the 3700 block of Clearview Drive. That's in Burns Mill. It was a house which was leveled within minutes. And a woman and a man were able to make it out of the house, but the man wound up dying at the scene. The woman transported to a hospital. Smoke could be seen for miles. And this is probably a gas leak. I mean, that's what it seems like. But investigators are working to find out the cause. But the explosion caused structural damage to surrounding homes.
Oh, my God.
Debris was scattered everywhere. Neighbors' yards, rooftops.
It was like a dark black plume of smoke. I saw it come across social media yesterday afternoon, and it looked terrible.
Man.
Terrible.
That's too bad.
I got some more on that shooting last Thursday at the Walmart in South County. You hear about this? Like, I know we talked about the story on Friday, but the details are crazy. 38-year-old Jesse Kelly has been charged with murder. Robbery, and 2 counts of armed criminal action. He's also being investigated as a suspect in a St. Louis City robbery. And police say Jesse murdered 29-year-old Alex Marley. Alex was found in his car outside of the Walmart with a fatal gunshot wound. Jesse is also suspected of kidnapping a 17-year-old in the Central West End and forcing him to drive to an ATM in the city. Now, I remember when the carjacking happened and the robbery in the Central West End, there was like footage put out of a suspect. And it seems to be this guy. Same guy. He's being held by the South County Police Department on a $500,000 bond.
Is this the guy that's all over TV, the mugshot, the guy with the beard, the kind of salt and pepper
Yeah.
beard? That
Yeah.
guy? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
They say it's the same guy
Wow.
in both cases. 31-year-old Richard Christian of DeSoto was taken into custody after being caught driving a stolen truck in Franklin County. Not this guy's first run-in with the law. He's got 24 prior felony convictions under his belt. You go 24 felonies. How is this man out? So officers from the Franklin County Police Department tried stopping Richard and the truck on Highway 30. He refused to stop. Chase was on, arrested near St. Clair after the truck spun out. Charged with first-degree tampering with a motor vehicle and resisting arrest. And he's being held on a $15,000 cash-only bond.
Wow.
So how are you out?
That's number 25, huh?
A 55-year-old woman from Villa Ridge was lying on a road when she was hit by a pickup truck and killed on Saturday night. She was in the eastbound lane of Highway EE west of Morse Mill about 11:50 on Saturday night, and police are not saying why she was lying on the road. But a 45-year-old guy in a Chevy Silverado was driving and hit her.
Oh, my gosh.
He'll be all right. Physically. Police in the city are looking for the guy involved in a shooting near Lafayette Square yesterday morning. And this is at the intersection of Choteau and Jefferson. Around 10:30, a few blocks north of Lafayette Square. So a gray SUV rear-ended a black car. A bunch of teenagers got out of the black car and opened fire on the SUV. And the guy who was driving the SUV started running away. He was shot in the back and shot in the arm. Taken to the hospital. Cops said that 2 are in custody, 1 person still on the loose.
Right around the corner from the old station.
That's right. That's the first thing I thought.
Yeah, it's the old stomping grounds.
If you're from Southern Illinois, you know of the grocery store Schutz. Schuettes. Schutz, I believe that's how you would say it. It's a family-owned business. It's been continuously operating for more than 155 years. Well, they're closing their stores in Troy and Breeze as part of filing for Chapter 7 bankruptcy. And they're saying online shopping and home delivery killed them. They were founded in 1863. That was the only grocery store in Troy, Illinois, by the way.
Wow.
I know the mayor's like, hey, we need somebody. We have 10,000 people here in Troy. Somebody can come in and open up a grocery store, please.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
You know much about Elon Musk? I'm getting away from the local stuff here for a second. Elon Musk is SpaceX. He is Tesla. He was on Joe Rogan's podcast the other day, and I tried listening to this. On Friday. And is Elon Musk on the spectrum by chance?
I don't know that. I do know that lately he's had a couple of sort of meltdownish type episodes while
just the
talking
way he's
to the
been.
media.
The man's a genius.
Yeah.
Right.
But he is wacky. And he does kind of wacky things. And I know Tesla stock has been kind of fluctuating based on what Elon Musk has been doing. So he did nothing to dissuade critics who think he's lost his marbles. So he smoked a fat joint on Joe Rogan's podcast on Thursday night, and which was being streamed on YouTube. And so he's smoking this fat joint, drinks some whiskey. A couple Tesla executives responded by quitting, and the company stock took a nosedive.
Oh, boy. I saw a bit of it, and I saw a bunch of memes, too. That was like Elon Musk smoking a blunt, making it not look cool or something like that.
Yeah, he looks like a weirdo doing it, but the stock took a huge hit because of it.
I think you're not the first person to bring up the whole is he on the spectrum.
Just a question.
Well, I typed it in, and there's link after link after link with that being asked. And he himself, I saw, this is just a link from August of 2017. He says he might be bipolar. He says that. But there's a lot of people asking that same question.
Well, here's the audio from the podcast.
You probably can't because of stockholders, right?
I mean, it's legal, right?
It's totally legal.
Okay. I'm getting text messages from friends saying, what the hell are you doing smoking weed?
Is that bad for you? It's legal. It's government approved.
It's not, I'm not a regular smoker of weed.
How often do you smoke it?
Almost never.
And he took a giant hit of that fat joint, and the Tesla execs quit, and boom, bye-bye stock.
See ya.
I forget what the total amount of money lost was, but it was something crazy.
But then is it one, though, that, like, the ebb and flow of it, like, can kind of come back some?
There's been questions about the company for a while now.
Right.
It was pretty interesting listening to him talk to Joe Rogan about some of the stuff he's doing. Like he's building these tunnels in Los Angeles to alleviate traffic, like underground tunnels.
That's not an idea. That's something that's
Like
actually
he's doing
in place doing it.
Like
Wow.
he's doing it. He's got that company called the Boring Company that bores holes.
The Boring Company.
Well, then SpaceX, of course.
SpaceX and
sells flamethrowers.
Well, he talked about the flamethrowers too.
Like he sold out, right? Like
well, he made 20,000 flamethrowers and sold out immediately. But he was talking about these holes that these tunnels he's doing in Los Angeles to help with traffic. And somebody goes, "Hey, earthquakes and tunnels," and he said, and I don't know if this is true or not. But this is just him saying it. Under the ground is probably the safest place you could be during an earthquake, and he equated it to if you're on the ocean and there's a storm above you, the safest place to be is in a submarine underneath the storm.
I thought the underground is where earthquakes came from, when everything is shifting down there.
I don't know.
I would think the safest place to be during an earthquake is in an aeroplane.
Right. Or not California.
Or not in the area where there's
not on Earth. I love all the stock talk, because anytime you like look up like, "Ooh, should I invest in this penny stock, in this, and what's this video game company doing?" Here's two top stories from the same website. Here's two of the headlines, 15 minutes apart. Tesla is the absolute epitome of instability, and the stock should be avoided. Headline number 1. 15 minutes prior to that, buy Tesla stocks, buy Tesla shares even with drama, says analyst.
Yeah, see?
May not know what they're talking about.
So you got Elon Musk, who's the guy's a genius. And he was talking about how these tubes that he's, put underground kind of shift if there were to be something that happened, almost like a snake. They have room to kind of give. It's fascinating stuff. And then there's this guy, our Rizzuto Mensa member of the day. Police in South Carolina called to help the fire department at a housing complex engulfed in flames. And a neighbor told police that a guy named Nathan Smith was around or inside this house, and he started the fire. A few minutes later, somebody walked from beside the house, covered in water, bleeding from the nose. It was 24-year-old Nathan. And yes, he admitted to starting the fire. And he said he was mad at his baby mama and was tired of dealing with her. So he poured gasoline throughout the house, laid down in a bed, and lit the fire with the intention of burning himself up along with the house. Nathan said he lit the fire, but then he realized that fire was hot and tried to put himself out.
I thought that was on the internet. They mentioned that fire was hot. Wasn't it in the papers? Don't we all know this already? Fire's hot.
Mm-hmm.
Rizzuto Mensa member.
But he didn't put out the fire. He told the officer he realized the house was still on fire, went out the back to save the dog. He let the dog off the leash. The dog ran. He was taken to the hospital to be treated for burns, and he's being charged with third-degree arson. Wait. Fire's hot?
Hold on. Well, what's water then?
You're a dumbass.
All right, more news after the break. And then we got Sex Time Fun Facts coming up. Yeah. 8:04 on this Monday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Here's Donnie Fandango.
All right, To Point Traffic brought to you by Ryan Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. Those 3 accidents from earlier have all been cleared. So I've got nothing else for you.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, Point Weather brought to you by Fox 2's Dave Murray. Today, we're looking at sunny, high of 78. Tonight, little chilly, low of 56. Right now, looking at 62 at the Point Studios in Creve Coeur.
People ask me on a day like today, like you were out at a concert last night, you get up at 2:30 in the morning. How do you do it at the age of 89, Jeff? One of the reasons that I can live a life like this is Victory Men's Health, victorymenshealth.com. And as I've been saying, start at the correct website, victorymenshealth.com. And that is the place that Tony Patrico and I have been going to make ourselves feel better and just be you again, be us again, okay? So if it's testosterone replacement therapy that you think you might need, start at their website. Again, victorymenshealth.com. Make an appointment, go over there, and you're going to fall in love with the staff. It doesn't look like a doctor's office, but it is one because they have board-certified urologists on staff that have been helping people with testosterone literally all over the world for many, many, many years. So you get a blood test done. Then you find out what you have and what you don't have, what you need, what you don't need. I knew I needed testosterone. I was correct on that. I didn't know that I needed that I was vitamin D deficient. So that's something that I had taken care of as well. I do the injections because the pills don't work for me. If you're having ED problems, wave therapy, newest treatment over there. Her name's Wanda. She's waiting for you. She can help you out pain-free, and just immediate results. VictoryMensHealth.com. Be you again.
So you may think Hoffman Brothers is just the HVAC stuff. It's not just HVAC. They're electrical. They're plumbing. You know what? Hoffman Brothers, what a great company to work for. I mean, great people from the top down. Hoffman Brothers, they are looking for licensed and experienced plumbers, and they're offering a $5,000 sign-on bonus. And just the benefits of working at Hoffman Brothers. Top pay in the industry. Long-term disability insurance. Up to 4% company match on 401k plans. What other company does that in the industry? Paid vacation up to 20 days. Life insurance. Company iPads. Monthly cell phone reimbursement. Paid training, uniforms, all that stuff. Hoffman Brothers looking for licensed and experienced plumbers to join their team. Go to HoffmanBros.com, HoffMann Bros.com. Click on that careers tab. It's right there in the top corner, and you'll be all set up. Hoffman Brothers, HoffmanBros.com.
The Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point.
Hey, once again, I want to thank all the Riz Show listeners, all the Point listeners who came out and answered the Eagle Call and participated in the Eagle Crawl on a Friday and Saturday to help out some of those vendors, some of those restaurants that were affected by the Lou Fest cancellation. And you guys came out in droves.
Some of the business owners that I talked with, and I know you guys did too, were just blown away by it. Blown away by the fact that we were coming out and doing that, but blown away even more about the people that showed up at those those events. I mean, the business owners themselves were taken aback, which is great.
Yeah, it was really the community coming together. Not just our Eagle Crawl event, but all around the city.
Absolutely. I mean, it was a all hands on deck situation for all those businesses and vendors, and it was really a great thing to see. It's so great when you saw tweet after tweet, post after post about somebody selling out of something or what have you. It's just a great
do you know
thing.
how many hot dogs Steve Ewing bought? I forget. I saw the number somewhere. Thousands of extra hot dogs because they were in Steve's Hot Dogs in Restaurant Row that was supposed to be down at Lou Fest. And to prepare for the weekend, they get all this extra inventory.
It's like a whole one of those pods full of wieners.
Yeah,
right.
Pod full of wiener.
So when Lou Fest was canceled, I'm sure Steve Ewing is like, "What are we going to do with all these wieners?
Right.
We have too many wieners. I got too many wieners here."
That's why he was texting me. I never texted him back.
It's a wiener overload. We need to get rid of these wieners. Then you said there was a massive amount of people.
There was a ton. There was a line the entire time that I was there, and I got a bag full on the way home.
I saw you standing in line as well to get your food.
Absolutely so.
With a bag of wieners.
Hey.
Also, Arch City Apparel.
Yeah, that looked crazy.
That was great. Joya's, I saw a line out the door. You are Dewey's.
Yeah, Dewey's was fantastic as well.
You've never had Dewey's before?
I never had Dewey's at Dewey's. It's the same thing with Pretzel Boys where I was at, too. I never had their pretzels there. It's like I've had it delivered at the radio station before. Like, hey, it's National Pretzel Day. Here's a pretzel guitar, which, by the way, they made one while I was there, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dewey's is good.
Yeah, Dewey's is really good.
I've never had that before.
Oh,
that's good, that's one of the few pizza places around here that I, for whatever reason, just have not tried.
I went there not too long ago with my son, the Ellisville location. I like the Socrates Revenge pizza. It's good. It's good. Well, thank you all for coming out. That was very nice of you. I'm not sure I have to tell you this, but maybe don't just have random sticks of dynamite lying around your house. Listen, you do you. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but
You're supposed to keep that in the dynamite safe.
in the dynamite drawer. There was a power outage in Bridgeport, Connecticut last Thursday night after some really bad thunderstorms. Do you know where this is going already, by the way? You know where this story, what road this story is going down?
I mean, I got a pretty good idea. Yeah.
Power outage.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
And a 30-year-old woman went to light a candle.
Oh, no. It went from a power outage to an everything outage.
Turned out to be a stick of dynamite, and it exploded in her hands. And it went like full Jason Pierre-Paul.
What?
JPP. If you're a football fan, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the guy who blew off his fingers.
Yeah.
She suffered some severe injuries, including blowing off most of her fingers. So the big question is, why were there sticks of dynamite in the house? Apparently, she and her husband bought the place a couple years ago, and the old owners left them behind. So when the power went out on Thursday and they didn't have any other candles, they remembered, there are some candles in the basement, which were actually sticks of dynamite.
But, okay.
Go ahead, Donnie. Questions?
I just, listen, very empathetic for the person that this happened to, okay? But how do you not, if I go down to my basement and I see that, I go, oh, well, this does not need to be here.
What scent candle is that? It says TNT? I don't know.
Right? Like, I don't know.
Time out a second. Stick of dynamite, that's going to blow your house away, not just your fingers. Fingers is like M80. So what was she holding?
A stick of dynamite, I don't think it's going to blow your house up.
It's not going to just leave you with a few missing fingers.
It probably obviously depends on.
Maybe it's a quarter stick. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my goodness, that's
when your candle starts going.
Yeah.
I would think, maybe I shouldn't hold this. This is not right. But again, it's unfortunate, and that sucks.
Yeah. Wow.
Are you you hoping that maybe at his next big milestone birthday, your husband or boyfriend will finally get rid of his football jerseys and stop wearing a backwards hat and release his puka shell necklaces back to the sea? That's when I saw this story. That's what I thought. Well, nope. According to a new study, the age when men start dressing right for their age is... Now, I'm telling you, I just turned 40, and this is the thought that came into my head. I'm 40 years old. Should I start dressing appropriately?
What the hell does that mean?
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah,
that's the question.
I don't think there is any. I don't think there is a guideline there. I think
Like
you
I'm
wear
wearing
whatever
as
you're
I'm wearing
comfortable
a
dressing.
T-shirt with a graphic on the front that has a dinosaur, a T-Rex trying to do push-ups.
Clearly kills every time. You know, it's funny you say that because you are blue jeans, ironic T-shirt guy.
Mm-hmm.
So now that you turned 40, do you go, I shouldn't do that anymore?
Yeah, what are you supposed to do? Pleated khakis and Rockports?
I think it's time I start tucking in my shirt.
Yeah.
And start wearing my cell phone on the outside.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
One of those little clips
I think
right
it's
there,
time.
right there.
Okay, so the answer? Never.
Thank goodness.
Never.
Good.
Researchers
I'm right on track then.
Researchers
Good.
studied men between 58 and 85 years old, and they found that most of them never had a moment where they looked in the mirror and realized they were dressing too young. In fact, most of them refused to believe that things like hoodies or tennis shoes and skinny jeans didn't look right on them at their age. This study did not include women, but other studies have shown women are different. They do hit points where they decide they should start dressing differently. Women do.
I'm going to say the one and only guy to break this whole thing apart is my dad. My dad's been dressing his age since I've seen photos of the guy. In the 80s, he was the dude in the white shirt tucked into his bikey shorts. Remember bike shorts?
Oh, yeah.
They're
The coaching
widely
shorts.
considered the coaching
right,
shorts.
right.
Yeah.
So he was our coach for baseball. And
Shart.
Yeah, the sharks.
Shart.
So he
They
dressed
came
his-
with a whistle for a while when you
he
bought
dressed
a
his
pair.
age. And then I think 1993 hit, and he bought 55 pairs of Rockports, those white, like, I give up shoes, you know?
Uh-huh.
And he's rocked those ever since. And he's the guy that wakes up, puts even if it's jeans, they're still like full blown high. I'm in my 70s dad jeans, and he tucks in a collared shirt for sitting to watch a movie in his house.
Yeah, like that's just like house clothes.
Yeah, but it's been like that for 20 years, guys. He is dressing his age.
Like solid
solid
colored,
blue.
Blue.
Like denim blue.
Probably like starched, like pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they all look fresh. And it's the same uniform. It's the dad uniform.
I will 100% be honest. I did have that moment of, man, 40 now.
Yeah. You're still you, man.
I know I'm 18 inside.
That's
right. Well, I have had this thought recently, actually, because I wear the baggy shorts and like a band T-shirt virtually every day. And, like sometimes when I'm picking up the kids at school and their dads with, sport coats on or, like the remnants of what a suit was.
You know what? But as the guy who grew up with the dad that listened to Keishi,
yeah,
and all my other friends' dads listen to talk radio or no radio, that dad's the cool dad.
Yeah,
my dad's the one who smelled like patchouli and listened to Keishi.
But
my dad was popular
my kids gonna go
with my
dad,
friends.
The youth fighter.
Right.
I don't want to be a youth fighter.
But at the same time,
it depends on what you do.
I am what I am. You know what I mean? And I am like a baggy shorts and band T-shirt guy. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing, though. It really is in the spirit because Donnie's not doing it to try to look younger. Donnie's doing it because this is what he has worn.
Yeah, that's the truth. Yeah.
This is
This
my
is what
vibe.
I have. I have 1,000 T-shirts at home.
But you can tell when somebody's trying too hard. You can tell when they're trying. They're like
Oh,
they're
yeah, I know
dressing
some
like
people
they're
like that.
19-year-olds.
I know
and
some people like that.
Yeah, but don't even say, "Oh, that's what I have." But you have that because that's what you like. So it doesn't matter what age you
My
are,
wife
man.
buys me that stuff.
I know, but you wear it and you're okay with it.
I'm
So
fine
don't-
with it.
Don't change just because
All
you're
right, thank you,
40.
Jeff.
You're welcome, man.
Thank you, Jeff.
Also depends on what.
How do you like my parachute pants, by the way?
By the way, I just want to correct something real quick. And everybody hit us up on Twitter about this. When Elon Musk was smoking the joint with Joe Rogan, he only took one hit.
It was just one. They made
It
the
was just
meme up
one
that
hit.
just that one thing.
Yeah, one hit.
He looked like he did not know what he was doing.
Did you see the picture?
So it
Moon,
wasn't
of
like
Elon
a
Musk?
lungful.
of course, yeah, the
It
pictures
wasn't even
everywhere.
just like a huge lungful.
I mean, it looked like he
That's
did
how
all
you
right
do
for
the
himself.
pot, right? You do the pot into your lungs.
One
is that
hit,
right?
and then all these Tesla execs quit, and the stock took a nosedive. Wow. Can you look up what they're trading at?
I just had it.
Tesla. Speaking of the electric stuff, and Moon, when you were in San Diego last week,
Yeah, last weekend.
you said those electric scooters were all over the place.
Dude.
I
And
saw a few of them.
Everywhere. Me and the kids, although the kids aren't supposed to be on them. We tested out every brand, and they had just released Razor. You know Razor scooters.
Yeah.
Razor had just released that the night that we got there. So they were giving out free rides. There was cards all over the place for 3 free rides.
you said you loved it.
They are remarkable if you have the city that's built for it. And
Well,
San
what
Diego
about San Diego?
it was perfect for it.
Because electric scooters are all the rage in major American cities. And by rage, I mean they've become wildly popular with users while angering the heck out of non-users who consider them both obnoxious and dangerous. Anyway, the critics may have a point because there are reports that emergency room visits by electric scooter users have skyrocketed
Yeah.
across the U.S. this year.
Dude, they are quick.
And out in San Diego, I got a doctor quoting, "Injuries are coming in fast and furious." He says his team saw 4 severe scooter injuries last week. It was just a matter of time before somebody's killed. And he's like, I'm absolutely certain of it.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
But I mean,
And there's no helmets. There's no.
but is
nothing,
that a
right?
bad thing any more than car accidents is a bad thing? You know, when you introduce something, it's going to have a lot of positive and it's going to have drawbacks,
Sure.
and humans are going to abuse it, and we're going to make mistakes with it, and we're going to work all the kinks out ourselves with
Well, now
hospital visits.
Lyft rolled out their scooters in Denver, and Uber, they're doing their own scooters soon.
Yeah, dude. And I'll tell you what, around here, you know, you see we have the OFO thing and Lime bikes and all that. They had the bikes out there because a couple buddies living in San Diego were telling me about these scooters just taking over everywhere. They had the bikes out there, and as soon as the scooters hit, nobody's doing the bikes. Nobody. Except for, did you know Discover? Like the credit card, the old person credit card, they are in on the bike game, and they got it controlled in California.
I think we mentioned that just real briefly that Discover was getting into it.
Oh,
or
they
something.
got it handled, and it looks sharp.
You take a look at this Tesla chart,
Which one?
like the Tesla stock chart. Look at that.
Oh, that one that starts way up here and then goes way
Friday,
down there?
Just a giant, wow. And it's back up apparently.
So they're up to 263.24. 52-week high is 389. A 52-week low is 244. So they're above their low, and I'm sure that'll bounce
Yeah, we said
around.
dip it on Friday. Yikes. And finally, I'm not sure if taking hardcore psychedelic drugs would make us better at our jobs, but we sure as hell would have more fun doing them. Am I right?
Yeah.
Our jobs.
This is during?
During.
Oh.
There's a new study that just started in England where researchers want to figure out if taking small doses of LSD will help people work better.
This is the microdosing?
Yeah, the theory is that just a little bit will make you more creative, make you productive, and even more focused. And for now, that's just a theory. But this study will hopefully show if it's true or not.
I talked about this a couple years ago. Remember that podcast I was telling you about? I think it was the Reply. It's either Reply All or Radio Lab. It's one of the big ones that was talking about tech, and they were talking about these exact same studies and did it themselves. Pretty fascinating.
Well, maybe one day down the road, you'll walk into your job and somebody's going to hand you a little tab STD. LSD.
That's not how you get that.
That's a different job.
Here, we got a meeting. Here, have some LSD. Yeah.
Now they were talking about microdosing and how they think that the benefits would be not only people maybe being more productive, but like enjoying their day
Yeah, I'm thinking
and
probably not.
and their job a bit more.
So you're not down
probably not.
for that
I don't
for
know.
us? No?
I made that mistake at 21. I don't need to do that anymore. You know what I mean?
That's the full dosing. They're talking about microdosing.
You're right. That's true.
That's the
That is your news. All right, here is Donnie Fandango with your sports.
All right, sports is brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. 11 area locations, all the games, all the time. Well, the NFL is back. And, I think that we should start off today and the sports report with a gigantic congrats to the Cleveland Browns and their long-suffering fan base. For the first time in 624 days, the Cleveland Browns did not lose a football game. However, they didn't win one either.
Okay. All right.
The Browns.
baby steps.
A tie is as good as a win, I guess, for Cleveland.
The Browns and Pittsburgh Steelers tied 21-21, still giving the Browns just one win in the last 1,000 days. The overtime was wild. The Steelers missed a field goal with 442 yards late in the overtime, and then Cleveland, they also missed a field goal in the final seconds from 43 yards.
Wow.
That one was blocked by the Steelers. The weather was terrible, so it was definitely not a great day for kickers. But first time that the NFL season, since 1974, that the NFL season has opened with a tie. This is, however, the Cleveland Browns' best start since 2004.
A tie.
Congratulations.
14 years. That's insanity.
I mean, how about just Pittsburgh fans being probably beside themselves?
Yeah.
They are. Well, they're
tying Cleveland.
Not only that, but then they've got this Le'Veon Bell thing that just keeps kind of hanging over the team. They're one of their best players, was not there. So definitely not how they wanted to start the season.
I was equally excited because I actually, in the Pick'em Challenge, picked for them to tie because what the hell is a Brown? And that Steelers logo, it's not very menacing, so the mascot's really kind of a wash. But it wouldn't let me pick like that.
I'm still.
Thank you, Moon.
I'm still a little unhappy that I have as many wins as Moon does, and I watched 8 hours of football yesterday, and Dude watched none.
No, I think I won one more than you did.
Oh, thank you very much.
Even better.
Aaron Rodgers gets paid a ton of money to play football, and last night proved why. Midway through the second quarter, Aaron Rodgers goes down with what looks to be a pretty bad left knee injury. He's eventually taken off the field in a cart, which obviously they don't do unless you're in really bad shape.
Right. And when you get carted off the field, it's not
I mean, it was a shopping cart, too. Totally disrespectful.
You just go, I'm tired. Carry me off.
So when Rodgers leaves the game, the Packers are down 10-0. When he returns to the game to start the third quarter, Packers are down 20-0. Rodgers comes in, goes 17 of 23 with 3 touchdowns, including a 75-yard touchdown pass to Randall Cobb with 2:12 remaining to put the Packers up for good.
Here's what that sounded like.
3rd and 10. Rodgers surveying, fires. That's caught. Randall Cobb into Chicago territory. Randall Cobb inside the 20-yard line. Randall Cobb is going to score. 75 yards. That is
You got it, Al Michaels.
Wow.
Man, I love Al Michaels.
I do too.
I love Al Michaels. So Packers win 24-23, and once again, Bears fans are cursing the Packers again this Monday morning. How do you want to run down the scores from yesterday? How do you want to do that?
I mean, your Bills, yikes.
I didn't know that we needed to start there necessarily, but yeah, absolutely.
Is that you breaking down the game right there?
Yikes.
Yikes.
The Bills lose to the Ravens 47-3.
Yikes. Did they bench the quarterback?
They did. They brought in Josh Allen late in that game. Bengals beat the Colts 34-23. You've got the Dolphins over the Titans, Vikings over the 49ers. The Patriots beat the Texans. You had the Buccaneers beating the Saints.
That was a close game, too, that Texans-Patriots game.
Absolutely. You had the Jaguars beating the New York Giants. The Chiefs beat the Chargers. The Broncos beat the Seahawks. The Redskins beat the Cardinals.
Is that a big upset, Redskins beating the Cardinals? Because it was like a lot to 0 at one point.
Yeah, I don't know about a big upset. I think both teams are kind of in a it's early in the year, not quite sure what the teams are going to be quite yet.
Okay.
You had the Panthers beating the Cowboys, and then, of course, we talked about the Packers beating the Bears. And then tonight, you've got 2 Monday night games, Jets and the Lions, Rams and the Raiders.
All right, how many wins did you have in your Pick'em Challenge?
I had 7.
7 wins.
7 wins.
7 wins.
Okay, so I had 8.
8 wins.
But let me say something. My print off is different than the online, meaning I have 9 wins.
What?
How could that be?
I don't know, but I'm telling you.
So now I lost to this dude by 2 games.
I'm looking at this thing, and it says
Scott.
that I picked the Chargers, but I picked the Chiefs. And it
Scott,
says
what about
Chiefs
you?
here.
You guys switched printouts, maybe?
Yeah, I think we switched.
Oh, you stinker.
You guys switched printout. He has his, and he has
Oh,
his.
so I picked the Chiefs. Woo!
So you got 9
I think
wins?
I got 9. Let me recount
So you
them
got 8,
now that
Scott?
I have the, yeah, he got 8.
You've got to be.
You got 8? Okay.
1,
Okay, the 2 of you. We're going to do this every Monday, okay?
Stop it.
Get your crap together, will you?
I don't know how many Patrico or Anthony Stalter had, but I had 8 wins.
Yeah,
It's right now. It's he and I. It's Donnie and I, as far as we
Well,
know.
also depends on
what the other guys
what the
did.
outcome tonight.
Yeah,
is.
two more games.
Yeah.
2 more games.
That's what I'm saying. Right now, he and I are in the basement as far as who we know.
Who do you have tonight?
I have the Lions and the Rams.
Lions and the Rams.
All right, I got the Jets and the Rams. So
I took both animals.
all right.
You
And
guys
so
We'll
did
see
Scott.
tonight.
I'm looking at it.
Maybe a tush shot tomorrow
All right,
or 2.
Serena Williams did not have a great Saturday. Williams lost the Women's U.S. Open final to Naomi Osaka on Saturday, but the real story here was the battle between Serena and chair umpire Carlos Ramos, who hit Williams with 3 violations. All right. Now, this started when Ramos called a violation for illegal communication between Serena and her coach, like them giving each other hands.
This was you're not supposed to coach from the stands.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah, you cannot. You can cheer. You can't coach.
And that was the guy that kept showing, right?
Right.
Yeah, the coach.
Right. So he called her for a violation for illegal communication. Now, Serena, she denied cheating, although her coach later admitted to
I got
hand
the audio of
signals.
that.
Okay.
Let me you want to go, I'll just go through this real quick. Okay.
Yeah.
So the chair umpire says you're cheating, you're getting signals from the coach. That's violation number 1.
Right.
Then she smashes her racket.
Right.
Which is another violation.
Violation number 2.
Okay. And then she called the chair umpire a thief.
Right.
For docking her a point and got a verbal abuse violation. And that led to an automatic loss of an entire game.
Right.
Not just a point, but a game.
Yeah.
She was getting her ass kicked as it was. To me, this seems like a sore loser who's having a bad game, who's being frustrated.
I'm glad you said that because I know you said she lost, but at this point, was she getting it handed to her? Was it
She
close?
was.
She
not
was
doing
losing.
well.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, here she, and then she was complaining and she started crying. Here's the audio of her after that. I think that 3rd one.
We don't have any code, and I know you don't know that, and I understand why you may have thought that was coaching, but I'm telling you it's not. I don't cheat to win. I'd rather lose. I'm just letting you know.
No, I think that was before the first one.
Never cheated in my life. I have a daughter, and I stand what's right for her, and I've never cheated. And you owe me an apology. When are you going to give me my apology? You owe me an apology. Say it. Say you're sorry. Well, then don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
Fine.
You stole a point from me. You're a thief, too.
Code violation, verbal abuse,
Gang penalty, Mrs. Williams.
Yeah, so he ain't putting up a crap, this chair umpire. And you're not allowed to smash your racket.
Right. But I do believe that I've read a couple of sides of the story that say that they believe that this umpire went from the get-go, pushed himself into this story a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
What?
Dude,
How?
well,
But
come on, man. Like, talk about McEnroe and all these other people have done.
But they would be penalized too.
No, they, dude.
But there was literally, you count the 3 violations.
No, I ultimately think
Like, there's
Serena
no gray area there.
acted inappropriately there. But I do think that these types of penalties can be subjective, and I think that that was what her initial point was that she felt like he was going above and beyond, kind of depending on
because of who she is. You mean?
There's no gray area there, though, because the coach said,
the
sure, I was giving her signals.
Yeah,
the
but
coach admitted it.
But that doesn't mean that she. Listen, man. The whole referee thing is a subjective thing, and when a referee can decide a game or a match or something like that, referees have to make sure that they're only pushing themselves in.
I understand that. You don't want the ref to be part of the game or determine the outcome of a game with a bad call.
Right.
But this seems to be zero gray area here. 3 violations and you lose a game.
Right, but then what about this like hand signal thing that supposedly everybody does? Well, then if everybody does it, then
But
why
she got
aren't there
caught,
more?
so everybody speeds, and I'm the one that got the ticket.
Well, and I think towards the end, I think you could definitely
Here's the
tell that
coach.
she went off the rails. Yeah,
She says, I would never cheat, and my coach doesn't give signals. Here's the coach.
Well, I mean, I'm honest. I was coaching. I mean, I don't think she looked at me, so that's why she didn't even think I was. But I was like 100% of the coaches on 100% of the matches.
Yeah, there it is. I was coaching.
He only said 100%.
Right.
Listen, man. But again, we're talking about a sport where this has been. There are famous angry people, and McEnroe is just a perfect example of this. And I bet you, if you side by side, you're going to see some sort of big discrepancies here. If we want to start talking about, well, rules is rules, well then no NBA game is going to end up being finished if they start calling traveling.
But do you know for a fact that McEnroe was never penalized for any of his
I'm just saying
behavior?
I'm just saying with all the defense of her did you say baby behavior?
Baby behavior.
I'm just saying with all the defense, there's some looseness that guy could have been like, okay, I've already penalized her twice, and she called me a thief. She didn't curse at me. She did nothing. She calls me a thief. Maybe I'll hold off for a moment and not cost her a game. A game, dude.
That was down the line of her. You heard the other stuff that she was doing prior to him even calling the verbal abuse violation.
I'm just saying, I'm using that as an example because that's a game. It docked her a game.
Because there are people, now it's like she's a woman and she's quote unquote hysterical and she's being penalized for it, where a man could do one thing. Like there's a decorum that comes with tennis.
Sure.
And I think she handled that still pretty ridiculous.
She was crying on the court.
Yeah, I think towards the end.
So was the winner.
I think. Well, but I think the winner was upset because it was her moment in the sun.
She was crying,
and
Serena
the crowd
Williams
is booing
during the argument with the. She wasn't crying after; she was crying during.
I'm just
During
saying,
the argument.
If I felt like somebody was docking me unfairly, and I'm all intense, and I'm in a championship match of anything, I'm going to be so intense that if I'm going to yell at a ref, it ain't going to sound nice like that. You guys don't think she kind of held back a little bit?
That's holding back. I mean, I don't think that was.
I think that was pretty tame. Y'all are insane.
The
if you
one
think
about
that's
screaming
a
when she
blow
was
up.
screaming
I
about
don't
her
know
kid?
if you heard the whole thing. I didn't play all of it.
Well, I haven't heard anything but what you played.
I mean, I didn't play all of it.
I
'cause
still-
it goes on for like 2 minutes.
I still think you have to have a sense of decorum when you're in a situation like this, and I think that it is pretty apparent that she was losing that towards the end there at the very least. She was fined or will be fined $17,000 for this. And again, the person that I feel the most, that I feel the worst for, is Naomi Osaka, who's winning her first Grand Slam event, and the crowd is booing.
Here's
this
during the
is
trophy.
what we're talking about.
During the trophy presentation. Here's first Grand Slam. Congratulations.
Good evening, everyone, and we welcome you to the trophy celebration of the United States Open.
So now you're going to
enjoy your moment in the sun.
Now you're going to blame the booing on Serena too?
Yeah, that was her.
Serena got on the mic and said, "Hey, all of you guys boo." You just talked about decorum in tennis.
No, she did. Because of what she did during the match, that was the result. That was the result. And
so now
I'll
other
give her
people's
credit.
actions
She did tell
are
people
her fault. That's
to stop booing.
Asinine.
She did tell everybody to stop booing.
Yeah, but you just faulted her.
I did fault her because it was her fault. If she didn't have an outburst.
1,000 people booing are this person's fault?
Yes.
Oh, my God. What is a personal responsibility on this end, but not on this end?
You don't think people are influenced by...
Of course people are influenced, but you just literally
I
put
saw
personal
a video, and you
responsibility.
may not have seen this, of Serena going to every single person that booed and said, hey, during the trophy presentation, please.
She gave them each a
please
car.
boo.
She gave them each a car. Said, boo, here's a sedan.
All right, I got one more. I got two more for you. Yes?
One more.
One more? All right. Cardinals weekend series against the Detroit Tigers over the weekend. Tigers, by the way, 27.5 games out of first place. So you think the Cardinals, they go into Motown and they win
Grab
2 or 3.
and get out of there.
They sweep. They're out. That is not how it happened. Cardinals lose Friday and Saturday. Thankfully, they take game 3 of the series yesterday. Well-pitched game by John Gant. There was a squirrel sighting in the 7th inning as the Cardinals began to put runs on the board. So look for that T-shirt.
Not anymore.
Coming shortly.
Stop making the T-shirts.
Cards win 5-2. Gant with the win. New Cardinals closer Carlos Martinez with the save. Cardinals begin a 3-game series with the Pirates tonight at Busch. 7:15 first pitch. Adam Wainwright starting for the Cardinals. Cardinals begin the day in the second wild card position, a game up on the Los Angeles Dodgers, 2.5 back of the Brewers for that first wild card spot.
And we should say congratulations to Tyron Woodley for
absolutely
winning his title.
Quick work.
Against Darren Till, who had been previously unbeaten. As a matter of fact, from what I read at UFC 228, and also too, the Vegas Golden Knights got Max Pacioretty from the Montreal Canadiens.
And
as
Woodley
well.
was an underdog.
Oh,
the champion was an underdog.
Betting underdog. This guy was about a foot taller than him in his home arena. All this whole built up of this, the homeboy doing good, and a round and a half later, he was
choked out,
almost night. Yeah.
Choked out.
Yeah.
There it is. That's sports.
Thank you, Donnie. And it's brought to you by...
Headline Hooge is brought to you. I'm sorry.
I threw you for a curve
there.
there.
Yeah, you sure did. Headline Hooge is brought to you
by the 123 Mortgage Team, a division of My Mutual Mortgage, NMLS 12901. Got you, Donnie.
Sorry, buddy.
All right, today's Headline Hooge story comes to us from Niceville, Florida, where a fellow was recently doing some day drinking and almost burned his house down. Now, firefighters showed up around 5:30 p.m. and saw smoke coming from his house. Then he comes to the door naked, says, "I'm sorry," and then goes back inside. And I don't know if he even knew there was a fire. But once they got him out, he told cops that he started boozing around 9 that morning, drank over half a gallon of vodka, half a gallon. Then he got hungry and did some cooking. And it turns out he was trying to bake cookies on his George Foreman grill. But he forgot about them, and they caught fire. So he threw some towels on it to smother the fire and thought it was out, but then the towels caught on fire too. It spread, and he was too drunk to realize. He also admitted he'd been smoking pot, but I'm not sure if he's facing any charges for that or for the fire. But firefighters managed to put the fire out. Nobody was hurt, but they say he was dangerously close to dying of smoke inhalation. So there you go, from Niceville, Florida, the chef here. Today's Headline Hooge. All right, 8:45 on this Monday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Donnie Fandango coming at you.
All right, Point Traffic brought to you by the home loan expert, Ryan Kelly. Check him out at thehomeloanexpert.com. I have no reports of accidents, so we'll move on to weather. Your Fox 2 Dave Murray forecast brought to you by Victory Men's Health. Victory Men's Health, the experts in low testosterone and ED. VictoryMen'sHealth.com. Today, looking at mostly sunny, high of 78 tonight, a little chilly, low of 56. Right now, 63 at the Point Studios in Creve Coeur.
All right, Sex Time Fun Facts next.
I've heard it time and time again. Man, I like your truck. I love driving trucks, but trucks are expensive. That's why you need to take advantage of things like this happening at Jim Trineri Automotive Group. Truck month all September long, 30% off on all Silverados. And we're talking regular cabs, we're talking the double cabs, we're talking the crew cabs. I mean, 2018 Silverados are starting at just $29.95, which is an unheard of price. Plus, if you're looking for something maybe a tad bit smaller, 2019 Colorados, which are the best-selling mid-size truck in America, and built right here in the St. Louis area, they start at just $19,995. 0% financing available on most models and a low 1.9% APR on all pre-owned models. If you need help getting reestablished on your credit, guaranteed financing. Dealmakers got you. Dealmakers also got you when it comes to pre-owned cars, starting at $59.95. And they've all gone through a 172-point inspection. And when you drive off the lot, you got some coverage, so you're not on your own. Great deals to be had at jimtrineri.com or just stopping by any of the locations in O'Fallon, Union, and Troy, Missouri. It's Jim Trineri Automotive Group. Find new roads.
I asked Kevin Putney and the 123 Mortgage Team, 314-862-0123. Kevin's a good friend. Kevin's a good guy, a trustworthy guy, and I trusted him last year when it came to buying our new home. And he made the whole process simple and painless. It was awesome because I had seen the other side. I was working with an out-of-town bank where I was just a number. Kevin Putney and his team, the local guys. Before you even call your realtor, if you're buying a new home, call Kevin. Get that approval letter. This way, you're ready to go when you find that dream home. If there are multiple offers on the table, you're good to go. You're one step ahead of everybody else. And you got that peace of mind. And the 123 Mortgage Team is on the list of the nation's best customer service providers. And their team of local advisors, been in the business for over 20 years, they make sure that your needs are put first and work hard to make sure the right loan, the right program is selected for you. Whether it be an FHA loan or conventional loan, USDA loan, jumbo loan, every type of loan out there, they got you, and they're all underwritten in-house. Work with a team that puts you and your family first, the 123 Mortgage Team. 314-862-0123 or apply online at 123mortgage.com. The 123 Mortgage Team is a division of My Mutual Mortgage, an equal housing lender, 7514 Big Bend Boulevard, St. Louis, Missouri, 63119, NMLS 12901. All right, well, here we are, folks. It's time for your Sexy Time Fun Facts. You guys ready?
I think so.
Born ready, sir.
Because
we'll see.
This first one's a doozy. And you've likely read or heard horror stories about hotel cleanliness before.
Oh, no, I'm not ready for this.
And I would be the source of a lot of those stories.
Yeah, I was going to say, I hadn't heard most of those until I started listening to you over there.
But a new survey from Airbnb is a stark reminder of just how bad things could get. The results show 12% of people say they found semen in their hotel room bed.
What?
You couldn't wait to read that, could you?
Who's going in there with a light?
Shall I say that again?
I think we're good.
Nope.
The results show 12% of people say they found man seed in their hotel bed, while 6% of Airbnb guests said the same. So what's better?
Man. What's that?
I want to go to the place with none percent.
Where can I find that?
Scott's bed.
No.
Really?
Yeah, good point.
Now, other gross things people have found in their hotel room beds are, bugs, stray hairs. Oh, the stray hairs are the best. He goes, that mine or was that here?
Well, most likely it was not mine.
I told you what I found a couple months ago. A sock. Yeah. And a used condom.
No.
Nope. Not in the bed, though, on the floor. Both on the floor.
Now, with that all being said, millennials have already been blamed for killing cable TV, cars, Hooters restaurants, department stores, marriages, cereal, motorcycles, football, dating. I'm pretty sure this is a new one. They're killing pajamas. According to a new survey, 2/3 of millennials say they sleep naked. About 3/4 of them are in relationships, and more than half of them say it makes them sleep better. And 15% say, and I have to quote this directly, quote, keeps their genitals free and happy.
Nothing better than some free and happy genitals.
I can't criticize somebody for that.
Dad always said.
And one more thing. For what it's worth, 39% of baby boomers also say they sleep nude.
Oh, nice.
Mom?
Don't you guys?
Before kids. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I used to, but I just couldn't leave myself alone.
Too much.
And I tell you what, ask my genitals. They were so happy.
They were free and
They
happy.
were so happy back then.
Free-range genitals. The new thing.
Yeah, before kids, man. All right.
Just let her go. That's
All
why
right,
you
let her
have
go.
kids, right?
Let her go.
Because she got in bed and went, look at you all naked.
Let
Come
her
here.
go.
So, you know, 2 kids later, you're
I
wearing
want you guys
underwear
to
to
shut
bed.
your eyes and imagine that.
Yep. And, oh, wait, you're turning over. Wait.
One of the best days of our lives collectively in this room was in 2016 when Tinder revealed that radio personality was one of the sexiest jobs you could have.
What an
So
ignorant
this
statement.
is a crushing blow to our already low self-esteem. Tinder just released its updated list of the most right-swiped jobs of 2018, and radio host is not even in the top 10 anymore.
Damn it.
2 years ago, it was the 5th most attractive job men can have. Now it's not even in the top 15. And the new sexiest job for guys is interior designer.
Get the f*** out of here.
This is on Tinder.
Tinder, yes. The most right swipe jobs for men are, all right, as I mentioned, interior designer, pilot,
Not fair.
physician's assistant, not a doctor. They were oddly specific with that one. Isn't that a nurse? Physician's assistant?
I mean,
Is that
would
just
think.
like you're not supposed to say secretary anymore?
or is it like the kids now sometimes cannot see the doctor. They see the
Nurse practitioner.
That's it.
No, that's not a physician's assistant though.
No. I was
Like
just
so during a
telling- there we
surgery
go.
when the doctor goes scalpel,
Yeah.
sponge.
I mean, you could do
Physician's
anything.
assistant may assist doctors in surgical procedures, but they themselves are not licensed to
Okay.
perform surgery. Other than that, the major
Yeah.
difference in
Suction,
job function
suction.
between a doctor and a physician's assistant is that a doctor works autonomously, whereas a PA also works with others.
Maybe it's just a famous doctor, and you could just be his assistant, like scheduling appointments and TV appearances.
Huh.
And
Chest separator. Then you have lawyer, and then you have something in PR communications, then producer, visual designer, model.
Thank goodness. Okay, so we're covered still.
College student as a profession, and then engineer.
Higher than DJ. College
All
student.
higher than DJ.
Right.
I'm sorry, not DJ. Radio personality.
Sorry.
Thank you.
college student.
The 10 most attractive careers for women are nurse, dentist, photographer, college student, pharmacist, teacher, flight attendant, entrepreneur, personal trainer, and waitress or bartender.
Men are so messed up. Look at that, and half of those on that list are because of what you're wearing. The nurse's outfit, the pharmacist because they can get you drugs, teacher with that whole fantasy, flight attendant outfit, personal trainer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, women are the smart ones, looking for all sorts of stuff. Somebody to design your house for you, fly you wherever you want to go. You're smart.
I'm not sure I get behind this thing here. The first North American sex doll brothel will be opening up this month. It's going to be open in Toronto. And yes, offering sex services with life-size silicone dolls. And the company behind the brothel, Aura Dolls, A-U-R-A, Aura Dolls, says it's going to cost $80 for a half hour with a doll and $120 for the full hour.
Do they break it down to like 11 minutes or
$480 for a max of 4 hours.
So, Burton, the question is, are you driving or flying?
give me $80 and I'll let you know what happens.
4 hours.
4 hours? What are you going to do for 4 hours?
Talk.
It's an hour of begging. There's their setup of the tripod and everything.
There will be staff working there, but the company said there shouldn't be any kind of interaction with them so that people don't feel uncomfortable or awkward.
Huh?
How do you walk into this place without being noticed?
Yeah, no kidding. Well, and are they
God with questions. I got
are
the
they
answers.
cleaned?
Oh, okay.
The dolls are cleaned after each booking with a 3-step process. However, the website says it's highly recommended that condoms be used.
Seriously.
Yeah.
My
Well, you
next
don't wanna get
question
them
would be
pregnant.
something that popped into my head when you first said life-size dolls.
These are like the real dolls.
I know, but what I'm saying is life-size as in like 5 something, right? Not like 4 something. In other words, they look like adults is what I'm saying. These
life
are-
size.
Okay, all right. That's what I was-
silicone dolls.
Okay, I have another question.
Yes, go ahead.
If
Moon?
one is to procure the services of this company, and they started as a virgin, like King Scott
Does
here,
it count?
does that count?
No.
It doesn't count to you.
No, no.
Would it count to you?
It has to have
I would've-
something with a heartbeat.
Really?
You would count that?
That is of this species.
Yeah,
Thank
good
you.
point, good
Thank
point.
you.
Normally
I
only
mean-
2 feet.
If you did that and you came back to tell us about it on Monday, would you consider yourself still Scott the Virgin?
I would say no. I mean,
What?
because
Yes.
you could. Right?
Let's go to the judges.
Look, we're all telling you that you're wrong. It's
You're a
your
strange
virginity, but
bird.
we're telling you you're wrong.
You'd be still a
I mean,
virgin.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely you would be. Think about it. Okay, now what do you think?
I understand.
Now you got it? Okay, good.
I
If
just
I get-
thought about it,
If I
and
get
now
$160, $2 at the same time.
Hey!
4 hours.
Yeah.
There you go.
$80 for a half hour, so $160.
Yeah.
$2 at the same time.
do you think?
Yeah,
Do you think
get
they have
it.
one of those pull strings in the back where you pull it and it talks to you?
Hi,
No.
Scott.
No, they did not have that.
No, these were made for guys so that you pull it and it doesn't talk to you.
Oh, nice.
That's so gnarly. This is gonna be the future. I know we've been saying this for a while, but
Oh,
this is
man,
the
I don't like
future.
this future.
I don't
This is the future of sex work.
I'm not into this future. A company representative says that the only law in Toronto regarding the dolls is that they have to be a certain height because they can resemble a child.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was trying
And
to
they
say.
follow that regulation.
Okay.
However, one Joykill, Toronto lawmaker, looking into whether the brothel is legal, saying he's been getting complaints from constituents since the news got out.
Can you call it a brothel?
I mean, it's men going there to do things.
Yeah, but you're not selling people. You're
But
selling.
we all know what's going on there.
I don't know what's going on there. Maybe he is going to rent it for 4 hours and talk to
And
them.
just hang out.
You're still selling sex.
You're still selling. Well,
but so is
But you
so
just
is
said
like
that he
peep
wouldn't be a
show.
virgin.
Yeah.
So is like an X-rated movie house.
yeah,
that
but
you
you're
go
not
in
supposed
there.
to do certain things in there.
Yeah, but so certain things are done in
Yeah,
there, from
yeah,
what I
sure.
read.
But that's not your business model.
Down
Your
here.
business model is men are going there to have sex with these dolls.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Like
Well, then-
certain things happen.
And like you're saying, is it considered sex though? Because there's only one heartbeat.
Right.
Yours.
I don't consider it that.
Well, if you use a
Otherwise-
condom, like why do they ask you to use a condom?
It's for cleanliness.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Just
but-
because you use a condom doesn't make it sex. Then my kid's last birthday would have been sex then, because we use those as balloons everywhere.
Yikes! I'm glad you finished that.
What?
I was just kidding.
I
Had a bunch of them
I
left
got
over.
so nervous for a second.
They're about to expire.
Okay, that's not creepy.
You feel so weird. I don't even know what I was thinking. He's cleared everyone's brain.
I have no idea what happened.
Those balloons have a reservoir end on them.
I don't want.
I don't want to do radio anymore.
I don't want to know.
Oh my goodness. Well, if you're saying that that is sex, then you're saying that he would no longer be a virgin.
Yeah.
Which I disagree with that part of it about him. I still think he'd be a virgin if honestly.
Then it's not sex.
That's what I'm saying. I agree with that.
It's solo fun. It's
It's
solo
just a-
fun with a toy in the shape of a human. It's the same thing as
Because you don't think he would no longer be a virgin if
No,
he did this, right?
That's what I said. It's gotta be a living.
Sure. I think we all know what you're thinking. Yeah.
You don't have to
of
use your
this
hands.
Species.
Oh man.
I love when people get burned down on technology and invent. I'm going to put it in quote. Invent. I'm doing the air fingers quotes.
Sure.
Invent an alternative. That's just a way of like the old way of doing things. Okay, so here's the latest thing. I'll explain. According to a report in the Wall Street Journal, younger single people are getting tired of Tinder and the dating apps. They're overwhelming. They meet too many people. There's too much ghosting. They feel it's a job. So instead, they've created something called slow dating, which you might know as regular dating.
Snail dating.
Regular dating, guys. Slow dating, ready for this, guys, is where you meet somebody in person, maybe at a singles event, maybe with your friend, maybe at a bar, and then you go on a date with them.
Hold on a second. Explain that again?
Yeah, at what point do you swipe?
No swiping, Scott.
What a novel idea.
There's no swiping involved. No swiping.
After the first conversation, you just say, "This has been great," and you just swipe their face.
Yeah.
I'll
So
keep
you just like talk to them in person and stuff?
Uh-huh.
That's weird.
And you get their phone number and you go, hey, can I buy you dinner sometime? And they go, okay. Okay.
Or, It kind of reminds me. Have you guys seen the? You have the NHL Network by chance? I know Donnie, you probably
I do.
Have you seen the commercial for their Hall of Fame? I don't know if it's still running, but it was like people walking around in the NHL Hall of Fame, and they're like, "Come to the NHL Hall of Fame," and they all have like the virtual reality face masks on,
Glasses, yeah.
but no glass in them. And they're like, "If you come here, you're actually really here.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually touch things and see
Yeah,
things."
this is slow dating.
Yeah,
It's actual
actually
dating.
do this.
A 34-year-old woman in this article, her name is Susan. She's from Texas. She tried the slow dating approach. She met a guy at a swing dancing event, gave him her number, and now they're dating.
Oh.
Well, she's like, "I never thought it would work. Look at this."
Wow.
Quote, this is a more natural approach.
Organic dating.
Oh, you want to know a new dating term? Let's see if you can figure this one out. It's called curving. Curving. It's one step up from ghosting, but maybe even more cruel. Curving. Anybody have any guesses?
Curving.
Curving.
I feel like I just heard this,
like
but I can't remember what it is.
It's some kind of avoiding, I guess.
It's not when you go to the right or the left, is it?
Well, people have to keep coming up with new terms for all the different ways people mess with your mind in modern dating. And here, this is the newest one. This is curving. It's when somebody probably isn't into you, but instead of ghosting you, they do keep texting with you, but just with no effort or passion. Like if you text somebody a lot of messages and they respond back a couple hours later with just the thumbs up emoji, that's curving.
It's like Moon's responses to me. No.
And they're saying it might be worse than ghosting because it keeps stringing you along.
Yeah. You don't get the definitive, like, they're out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jerks.
God, thank God I'm not doing this anymore.
And now here's this. Well, Patrico's on assignment. He's on a sex toy fact-finding mission.
In the right place. He's in Florida.
Yeah, in Florida. But here's Moon with your sex toy of the week.
All right, guys. Whew. Hold on. I'm going to try to describe this. The title is The Mistim Plunging Pete E-Stim Strap and Plug.
I say it's probably my stim, don't you think? Like, is it?
What did I say?
My stim.
I bet you it's my stim.
My
First of
stim,
all,
because it's short for
stimulation,
stimulator.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's German. We don't know what
My
we don't know
stim
what it is.
plunging Pete E-Stim strap and plug.
So I included a picture, and we'll hold that up for the cams here in a second. But as you can see, there is a plug on it because it's electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie. $89.99 is the price of this. 3.5 stars average, but we got 5 stars from Stuart B.
Stewie B.
Stewie B says, I've been a fan of E-Stim for a while, and this is a great addition. By the way, E-Stim is like, I guess, electronic stimulation. You know, it's anything with zapping, and the page that this was on had tons of shocking things and all sorts of different shapes, most of which I couldn't go with this. Back to the review. Previously, I had only experienced stimulation on the outside of the... I'm also a fan of sounding, as the feeling is unlike any other. Sounding, I guess, is like the shocking from inside?
Yeah.
Okay. The plunging Pete incorporates both of these. I would say that this is an excellent opportunity for someone with experience in E-Stim and wanting to try out sounding. Although for more experienced users, a longer and thicker sounding electrode would be great.
This goes You see it's like a little.
Oh, I just got it.
You're like where a catheter would go.
I got it.
So it's like a circle with a hoop that goes in front of you, and then there's 2 electrode balls that you put wherever you want.
Yeah, but you put that one piece
on the end.
In, right?
And then the other one
and the
goes
one like
in.
where like have you ever like a catheter?
Yeah.
This is that.
That style.
By the way, that is
That's
exactly
electric.
what sounding is.
Is
I just
fr-
looked up.
is
That
just
is
electric
sounding
from the inside.
Yes.
So you're stimulated from the thing that's there,
Oh boy.
like with the electric stuff.
Oh, boogie woogie.
Oh,
nope.
I can't read the next sentence, but he says this is a great benefit for any BDSM stuff and can be used for denial.
Uh-huh.
I've found the best result for me has been to place. I can't say
One of
that.
them.
One of them there, and one of them.
Another great use is for the submissive.
Where's the frenulum?
I'm not really sure. But he's suggesting that you hand over the controller to your partner, and they can.
That's where it is, Scott, huh?
They can take you from
thank
a
you.
gentle tingling to a painful yet pleasurable experience. One of the best he's ever had. He has yet to have one that matches what this helped him with. I only wish my eSTEM unit had a higher setting so I could be pushed farther.
You got to hook it up to a car battery. That's what us experts do. I mean, I don't know.
89.
John Deere around. I'm horny.
Try it in the bathtub.
Mine's got a pull start.
Yeah, $89.99 comes with the cord and everything. You plug that into the wall, and there you go.
Donnie, thoughts?
Donnie's on Amazon right now ordering it. So.
But
It is available on Amazon.
It is
by the way.
embarrassing how long it took me to figure out what it was. That is that. And then also too, the last paragraph, half of which we couldn't read, pretty descriptive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had to take out the real gnarly stuff.
I
yes,
only wish my
absolutely.
eSTEM would have a higher setting.
Yep. That's where that guy is in life.
When this is not enough.
Right. You know, he did this and went, "Aw, it's just a little."
I'm saying like with the sex doll brothel,
Yeah.
when just joeing is not enough.
Right.
Like that's wow.
I've been all kinds of turned on. I've never done either one of these kinds of things before.
No sounding? You sure
No
knew what it
sounding.
was, right?
Like when you go to the sex doll brothel, there's not going to be any kind of shame.
Oh,
You're not going to feel shame after. Like I'm sure at the time it's you're thinking it's a good idea.
Right.
I would think any time that you listen, I'm not judging. I'm just.
Oh, no, I'm
Let me
judging.
just say this. I would think any time that you are paying for sex, there would have to be some form
little
of
bit of shame, yeah.
I can't believe I'm doing this. And then if you are paying for sex with a doll, I would think that
Yeah.
that would multiply that shame.
That is a walk of shame. You cannot park close enough to that front door.
What if you're like
to get out of that
What if
place?
a relative sees you? You run into somebody there.
Well, then you both are there.
Hey, Pastor.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, are you here to have sex with a robot too?
Hey, Pastor Gary.
Pastor Gary.
Pastor Gary.
Good sermon on Sunday.
Hey, you want to go in halves? I got a Groupon.
Oh my goodness. I'm only going to use 12 minutes of this tops.
You want the extra, the other 18?
Just tap you in.
The dial's on the clock.
Yeah, I got it for half hour.
The robot, she ain't gonna know.
Yeah, and do you tip?
Just tip, right?
Nah. 9:17 Monday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Here's Donnie Fandango.
All right, Point Traffic is brought to you by the home loan expert, Ryan Kelly. Check him out at thehomeloanexpert.com. As I check traffic now, looks like we are all clear. Up outside of an accident that just popped up in St. Charles, 370 eastbound near Cave Springs. Your point forecast from Fox 2's Dave Murray is brought to you by Chesterfield Fence and Deck, the very best in fences, decks, patios, and sunrooms. Today, beautiful Monday in St. Louis, mostly sunny, high of 78 tonight. Gets a little chilly, low around 56. Right now, 63 degrees at the Point Studios in Creve Coeur.
All right, Jeff, what do you got for us?
I got good news for you if you're a Rob Zombie Halloween fan also, and I know a lot of people have been asking, you want to see Chris Pine, you know, the actor, his junk? I can tell you where.
Damn right, what? We got that. You got your crappy birthdays and porno birthday next in your Crap on Celebrities. Yes, Chesterfield Fence and Deck, best in the business when it comes to the decks and the fences and the sunrooms and the screen rooms and patios and retaining walls, even windows. Chesterfield Fence and Deck celebrating 50 years in the business for a reason, because they do great work. That's why a company will last 50 years. If they do garbage work, they'll be around for 3 months max. 50 years serving St. Louis. Locally owned and operated under same ownership since 1968. They have their own installation crews. They have their own trucks and tools. They operate out of their own 25,000 square foot showroom and warehouse. In fact, I invite you to go out to their showroom. See some of the fences, some of the decks, some of the pergolas and screen rooms and patios, all these great colors. Talk with a project consultant. Mention the Riz Show and get 20% off your next outdoor project with Chesterfield Fence and Deck. Their website, chesterfieldfence.com, or just text the word fence, F-E-N-C-E, to 65780, and we will send you all their information right to your cell phone. Chesterfield Fence and Deck. After all, who doesn't want a bigger deck? There are a ton of Riz Show listeners who are members of the No Scalpel Vasectomy Club from South County Urological. Meet them all the time. Hey, Dr. Watma, Dr. Watma. Hey. No more kids, no more kids. For the Riz household, it was 2 healthy kids, and we're done. That's it. Closing up shop. So my doctor recommended Dr. Watma, and I'm recommending Dr. Watma to you. South County Urological, 314-843-8000, southcountyurological.com. So they do the vasectomies. They also treat kidney stones, which, by the way, it's common in young people, runs in families. South County Urological has a stone center where you'll be treated quickly. Also, prostate health. I know Tony's dad was having some issues, went to go see Dr. Watma, and they found prostate cancer. Thank God they got it early enough. South County Urological, 314-843-8000, southcountyurological.com. All right, welcome back, guys. Time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
It's brought to you by Amco, Ranger, Termite, and Pest Solutions, protecting people and property from pests for over 50 years. 69-year-old Olivia Newton-John confirmed on Sunday that she is battling cancer for a third time. And she's got a great attitude. The guy that was interviewing her said something like, "Hey, are you scared?" And she said, "No, I don't do that."
Boy, her story,
Olivia
Newton-John's story. Did you know about the fiance she had?
Mm-hmm.
No.
That supposedly drowned and was found in another country?
Whoa. What?
And he didn't wash up on shore.
No. He was going through something. Like, was he embezzled money or
debt or
I think he
legal?
stole money or something.
Something to do with money.
And he faked a drowning and wound up in another country. And that was Olivia Newton-John's boyfriend.
Yeah. Crazy, right?
I believe they had a funeral and everything.
I think so.
Wow. So what happens at that point? I mean, you get arrested, I would assume.
Yeah.
It catches up to you.
You can't go, I'm a kidding. I'm a kidding. Hey. Yeah, look that up, Donnie. Look up that little fun fact there.
Yeah, that wasn't all that long ago either. It was less than 10 years ago, right?
Yeah. Maybe a little longer.
Yeah, that is I am curious if he got into legal trouble. You would think at least get fined for all of the, all the money that it costs to, try to find you and the police work and all that kind of stuff. At least, right?
So
I think he was a thief.
Patrick Kim McDermott, an American cameraman of Korean descent who some suspect of faking his own death in 2005.
Ooh, 2005, 13. Wow.
His ex-wife did not believe that he was alive, and he was the on and off boyfriend of Olivia Newton-John.
Yeah.
Wow. Found in Mexico.
11 years later.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a good run.
Yeah.
None of the 22 passengers saw McDermott go overboard, and he was not reported missing until a week later when Miss Newton-John contacted authorities after he failed to show up for a family gathering.
Yeah. Nuts.
Wow. I was a kid, my dad used to call her Olivia Newton-Goodbody. For the longest time, I thought that was her name. Olivia Newton-Goodbody, I thought was her name for the longest time. Dad, you jerk. Man, oh, man. Anyway, hopefully, she says third time is a charm. She's going to beat it, no problem. She was first diagnosed with breast cancer in 92. Minor car accident in 2013 led to the discovery that that the cancer had come back, but she didn't really talk publicly about it at the time. So she's doing radiation therapy, also going to do some of the natural remedies as well. So I know we got at least one Metallica fan in here. I'm assuming you guys are all Metallica fans.
Get to see him again in a month, yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm a fan. Like, I'm a casual listener. I like Metallica. A Metallica song comes on, I go, oh, yeah, man, turn it up.
And very much respect their place in rock history.
Love Metallica live.
Oh, man.
Love them live.
Yeah.
How about And Justice for All from 1988? They're reissuing that special remastered edition that's coming out this fall. Consequence of Sound says that the various physical editions will include a standard double 180-gram LP, standard CD, 3 CD expanded edition, cassette as well.
Looks like somebody needs a new yacht because that's why they do these things. Somebody needs a new house, special edition.
What can we make a special edition? Also, they're coming out with their own whiskey. I don't know if you guys if we had talked about it, or if
Yeah.
you guys had heard about this, but they're coming out with their own whiskey as
Blackened.
well, which is pretty cool. Yeah.
Dude, what a Blackened? Man, that's a great song. Remember that song, Blackened? Metallica.
Yeah! To begin would be dance of the dead. Blackened is the end. To begin would be dance of the dead. Come on, we're blackened.
Buy my whiskey.
Hey, Donnie, you sound like you're familiar with this. Sorry. No, that's all right. You sound like you're familiar with this story, right? A little bit, yeah. This is like we're talking while they're on the air.
Thank you.
All right, so the reason why I wanted to bring up, Donnie, that you're familiar with this, you know how they're making it, right? With the sound waves and everything?
No.
So what they're doing is a blend of bourbons, rye, and whiskeys from all across North America, housed in black brandy barrels, and then inundated with low hertz sound waves from their songs, and that's supposed to make the whiskey and the bourbon and everything. And you're out now, aren't you?
Get the out of here.
I shouldn't have said that.
Come
much
on,
of it.
man. It's a gimmick.
You really?
It's Buy My Whiskey.
Oh, come on. But it's infused with the sound.
With sound.
of the
It's yes, okay.
I can taste the sound.
Yeah.
This is so Kurt.
Wow, you've been microdosing on the way to work?
Kurt.
Taste the
tastes like
sound.
Kurt.
It's James.
Donnie, I know your girl's a huge fan of Halloween. She's already got stuff laid out in the house and stuff, right?
Yeah, man.
Rob Zombie is going to be hosting Rob Zombie's 13 Nights of Halloween for the second year in a row, HDNet Movies. It's going to focus on a different film every evening, starting at 8 o'clock St. Louis time, airing in prime time from Friday, October the 19th through Wednesday, October 31st. He will be on hand himself to introduce each film and all kinds of unique insight as far as the films that are going to be showed for this Halloween-themed film festival. Blair Witch Project, Flatliners.
Wow, Flatliners. Great movie.
Which one is
You don't
that?
remember that Kevin Bacon,
No,
Julie
I mean,
Roberts?
I remember it. I just never
I
saw
don't see
it.
that as a horror movie, but
I guess it's more of a psychological thing, right?
you never saw Flatliners? That's a good
I
one.
don't think so.
And then there's The Evil Dead.
Okay.
This is a good one. Natural Born Killers. Great movie. Angel Heart. You know that one. Yeah, Lisa. That's the one with Lisa Bonet and...
Mel Gibson?
No. Oh,
Braveheart.
what's his name?
Sean Connery, Dragonheart.
Nah, somebody younger. But anyway, and The Lords of Salem, which I guess is one of his movies.
Natural Born Killers, huh?
Are you not a fan?
Nah, I like it. I think it's one of those, like, overrated. Like, it's good.
But it's good for a film festival like
It's
this
good.
is all I'm saying.
Natural Born Killers is one of those movies where it's, like, cool to like that movie.
I don't know. I thought that was a really good movie, and that's not my kind of movie. But also, too, that soundtrack is one of my favorite soundtracks of all time, too, which definitely plays
Featuring-
into that for me.
Maybe I gotta watch it again.
And it's got like what, Poe?
I mean,
and,
Poe, right?
Robert Downey Jr. in that as the news guy.
Yeah.
Man, he's good in that.
I mean, Rodney Dangerfield is in that movie. I mean, there's a lot. It was a really good movie.
I just feel like when it came out, because that was 95, 96.
Oh,
it was the movie to watch.
You had to be a fan.
It was the movie. You had to like that
You,
movie.
you were offended by it, or you loved it?
The Angel Heart movie is Lisa Bonet, and it's Mickey Rourke and Robert De Niro. That was the movie that she was still on Cosby, and she did this movie, and there was a topless scene, and there was chicken blood on her chest or something. That's the one where Bill Cosby went, wait, hold on a second. This is a little too adult to be on. Honestly,
Boy, that
and
did
that's
not
why
age
she left
well.
the show. That's why she left the show.
Now we know why Jeff knows so much about the film.
So Natural Born Killers, that was Tommy Lee Jones was in that.
Yep.
Rodney Dangerfield was
Juliette Lewis's
father.
dad.
Yeah, the abusive one.
Yep. Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson, Robert Downey Jr., Michael Madsen. Boy, you know what I watched? Kill Bill, volumes 1 and 2 over the weekend.
Yeah.
Both movies.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, haven't seen them in years. Great.
They are so good, man.
It holds up.
Yeah, they're pretty.
It
cool.
holds up. Man, they're good. And
I
Uma
saw-
Thurman, whew, she do it.
And again, talk about movies with great soundtracks, man. Those Kill Bill soundtracks were awesome.
Yeah.
I watched volume 1 and 2.
Damn.
Back to back?
Yeah.
You marathoned
Well,
it?
no, it was one day, one the next day.
That's
Wow.
a lot of murder, or a lot of
That's a lot
killing
of death.
in 2 days.
Wow. I saw Black Panther, and you were right, dude.
That's a good movie.
I thought it was going to be more hype.
Wakanda Forever.
It was really good. It lived up to the hype.
Everybody's heard of the Burning Man festival?
Yeah.
A lot of drugs go on there.
Yeah.
No.
From what I understand, that's what I've read about. So the son of the guy who created the Burning Man festival was cruising into the Burning Man festival, and the son is Tristan Harvey. The guy who started the Burning Man festival is Larry Harvey. He founded it back in '86. Just died in April at the age of 70. So the guy's son and two of his friends driving into the festival, they got pulled over, and he got busted for mushrooms in his car.
That's what you do there. I heard at Burning Man they have an orgy dome. Like you go there to orgy.
Okay.
They may have gotten rid of that this year.
I'm not sure if you're serious or not.
I saw that story yesterday, actually.
Yeah. I'm serious.
There's an orgy dome?
Yeah.
When is it? Is it once a year?
No, it's going to be a point fest next year.
He's going to go on his way to Toronto.
Actor Chris Pine seems like a nice guy. Apparently, people believe he is a good actor as well. I don't really know, but he's got a new movie called Outlaw King, and it co-stars his penis. He is, I guess there's a bath scene, and you can see it, and people are flipping out about it because you don't see that a whole lot in movies. You don't see dongs in movies very much. And I think it's because it's function, not fashion. Maybe that's part of the reason, I guess.
What was the last dong that was like, oh, boy,
there's a penis. It is very startling.
Oh, American Pie.
The last one that shocked me was Dewey Cox.
Remember in Dewey Cox, American Pie, Jason Biggs. I think the last one. Like tried to cover himself with
with the sock.
Not with the sock.
Oh, with the pie?
No, not with the pie. With like the cover of like a pot.
Yeah, it was like a pan.
It was
cover.
clear.
Oh.
You don't remember that?
I don't remember it, but it's
I
been
don't remember
forever
that.
since I've seen that movie.
Does he live up to his name?
Yes, he does.
Hey, all right. Okay, I got it on Blu-ray.
Hey, listen, if he wasn't, he wouldn't be showing it.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Good. Well, yeah, you're right.
Kate, this is shocking, but Kate Major Lowen, who is married to Lindsay Lohan's dad, Michael Lowen, doesn't want to be married to him anymore. They've been married for 4 years, and she has filed for divorce. And she said her reason is she woke up next to Michael Lowen.
What about Kevin Bacon and Wild Things? Remember that?
I've never seen that movie either.
I think he shows his dong in that.
Yeah. And one more, Pamela Anderson, speaking of people who it's hard for them to find love. She's been through it with significant others. She has been married and divorced. She has been through many, many other relationships that have failed and at least run their course. She moves on, hopefully, to somebody someday to find true love. She's been with this guy for a little over a year, this soccer star, Adil Rami. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right.
Julian Assange.
Huh?
Pamela Anderson?
Yeah, Pamela Anderson.
She was dating the WikiLeaks guy.
Well, she's been with this soccer player for a little over a year. He just won the World Cup, and when he won the World Cup, he gave her a Cartier ring because he won the World Cup, and it was kind of a placeholder. And he said, "You know what? Let's get married." So he gets her a ring and says, "Let's get married." And she has finally found love, somebody who wants to stay with her forever. So she broke up with him and moved out and gave the ring to her son, Brandon.
Is that why your phone's been blowing up?
Yeah, it is. I got to get back to her. If you could.
Crappy birthdays. Joey Votto from the Cincinnati Reds is 35. Ryan Phillippe is 44. Legendary rapper Big Daddy Kane is 50. Guy Ritchie, Madonna's ex-husband, and he's also a director. He is 50. Randy Johnson, the Big Unit, Baseball Hall of Famer, is 55. Colin Firth is 58. Joe Perry, Aerosmith the guitarist, is 68. Bill O'Reilly is 69. And the blind Puerto Rican singer Jose Feliciano is 73.
Merry Christmas to you, too.
Happy Hanukkah. Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Topanga Clark. And today's birthday girl rounded the bases more times than all 750-plus current MLB players combined in 166 fine films, including The Adventures of A-Hole Andy, Daily Fruits and Veggies, Volume 8. She was in Freshman Fannies. How about Donnie's favorite, Liquid Gold, Volume 7.
Oh.
She was in Stuffed. She was in Try a Teen, Volume 6. And who could forget her unforgettable role in This Will Be Super Quick, Volume 2. Topanga Clark is 38 years old. That's your porno birthday, your crappy birthdays, and that is your Crap on Celebrities. All right, 9:40 on this Monday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Donnie Fandango coming at you.
All right, Point Traffic brought to you by Ryan Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. Nothing to report at this time. Your point forecast from Fox 2's Dave Murray. That one is brought to you By Amco Ranger Pest Control, protecting what matters since 1965. Today, mostly sunny, high of 78. Tonight, gets a little chilly, low of 56. Right now, 63 at the Point Studios in Creve Coeur.
All right, you guys better update your resumes because I got a job for you. If you like watching TV, this is right up your alley. More Choice Jewelry, ninjabling.com. More Choice Jewelry is the exclusive jeweler of the Riz Show. And you guys know John Rush, and you've met him before, and he is a passionate man. When it comes to jewelry, this guy is the real deal. And as far as him being recognized nationally, I mean, one of the best in the business. And we got him right here in St. Louis. I mean, John Royce, More Choice Jewelry, got their roots here. We'll be here forever. That's not your fly-by-night, come in, come out, pillage and plunder kind of jewelry store. First off, you need to know where they are. They're on the 15th floor of that big tall office building right across the street from the Galleria. You make an appointment. They get a little tiny showroom, but the real deal is going to sit in one of the offices and have whoever's working with you make you comfortable, lay everything out for you, explain what you want, what you're looking for, an engagement ring, maybe a gift of some kind. I mean, ladies, you could get your guy a watch or a right-handed ring. Maybe something from the Simon G collection. Maybe you want to custom build something. Maybe take an old family heirloom and make it more modern. Great prices, great customer service, just a great experience overall. More Choice Jewelry, ninjabling.com. Get the phone number, get the address, and make an appointment. They are the exclusive jeweler of the Riz Show, More Choice Jewelry, where you get the jewels and not the shaft. So we got the Purple Stride Walk and Run, all to benefit the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network, coming up on the 23rd. That's a Sunday out in Forest Park. And once again, our team captain is Tracy Bibb at Allstate Insurance. She's awesome. Join Team Riz. Yes, you still got time to sign up. 1057thepoint.com/Purple Stride. But if you maybe can't walk or run with us, or I don't know, whatever your situation is, and you want to do something, call Tracy at 314-352-4494. That's Tracy Bibb at Allstate Insurance, 314-352-4494. And for every quote she gives out, no obligation quote, Tracy will donate $5 to Purple Stride. Simple as that. Auto policies, life insurance, motorcycles, boats, umbrella policies, she got you covered. Illinois side, Missouri side, she got you covered. Tracy Bibb has been my agent for a long time, and hell, if you're worried about breaking up with your current agent, she'll do it for you. With pleasure. 314-352-4494 or text quote to 65780, and she'll get we'll send all the information to you, and she's great. Just give her a call. Tracy Bibb, Allstate Insurance. Are you in good hands?
The Rizzuto Show.
Just real quick, we got to kind of wrap it up here. But here's a cool job if you could get it. A company is hiring somebody to watch TV for $20 an hour starting this fall.
All right.
Not bad, huh?
700 people just applied.
$20 an hour starting this fall. This week, applications opened up for a position with howtowatch.com. And by the way, this is just a gimmick. Obviously, they're putting this out there to get attention for their website. But it worked. Got me. So, one position with howtowatch.com. If they hire you, you'll be responsible for testing out different live streaming platforms. The job is, quote, professional couch potato. And the job description says it will be paid $2,000 to watch 100 hours of TV starting this October across 8 different streaming platforms, and the logins and subscriptions to those platforms are included in the job. Quote, our goal is to hire a TV watching pro who knows their way around live streaming platforms and loves watching sports, TV shows, news, and other live programs. We will task this contracted employee with evaluating the streaming experience on 8 live streaming platforms over the course of a month. We will use their insights to offer our readers a research-backed list of the best and worst platforms for live streaming. And they're looking for someone who is also active on Twitter and or Reddit. And with bonus points if you're already a social media influencer.
What about if it's on Grindr? I'm asking for a friend.
I don't know if they're looking for that. I don't think it'll hurt, Jeff.
Okay.
But you'll be watching shows on DirecTV Now, Fubo TV, Hulu with Live TV, Philo, PlayStation View, Sling TV, and YouTube TV.
Yeah, this is a little bit off the subject, but game changer over the weekend for us. We got one of those Roku sticks or whatever they're.
The Roku boxes. They're
unbelievable!
awesome.
It was literally just a thing you stick in the HDMI outlet,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden there's. I had YouTube on my TV, Don.
Welcome to 2018, Jeff.
I had it on.
Welcome to 2014.
on my TV. Sorry, I don't watch
They
so
sell
much
those
TV, man.
Rokus at Costco.
Yeah, I got it at Walmart for like $60 or something
great.
like
Those
that.
are great.
And that's where I was telling you before the show, Riz, that I finally watched the Dave Grohl play thing, and that's the first thing I watched on the TV with the Roku.
Well, and that's why we were
It
buying a
was
new TV, and they're
fantastic.
like, "Do you want one of those smart TVs, which costs an extra, $800 to get a smart TV?" Hey, I got a Roku box. It does the same thing.
And I have a smart TV, but it wouldn't pick up the wireless signal for whatever, and that's why my oldest was like, "You should get a Roku."
Yeah, they're easy.
I was like, "Well, what's a Roku?"
The Chromecast does the same thing.
Yeah, same thing as Apple TV. But with the Apple TV, if you have an iPhone or other Apple products, it just integrates it where you can throw up things from your phone. I know. I'm saying.
Android guy over here.
Huh?
Hey, listen, if you're interested in this gimmick job, howtowatch.com to apply.
So you can watch your TV through an apple? What?
Yeah.
Hey,
Do
just
a lot of things
call.
through an apple.
All right, we're going to take our final break. We'll come back and wrap it up. I love Patricia's. You should love Patricia's. It's all about having a good time. Patricia's is where fun and fantasy meet. That's where King Scott went to get his outfit for the Scarlet Cabaret punishment. That's where he got those nipple tassels and the thong and the schoolgirl outfit. They got them all gussied up. You look great. Patricia's is where you go for the sexy lingerie, the stiletto heels, the costumes, the movies, the lotions, the lubes, vibrating toys, non-vibrating toys, really something for everyone. Spice up your love life, have a little fun, head over to Patricia's. You got 3 locations. St. Peter's at the Cave Springs exit, on Page, 3 miles east of the Westport Plaza, and at the corner of Grand and Gravois. Shop as a couple, or maybe surprise your partner with something from Patricia's. Talk to an employee. They'll never judge you. They've heard it all. Trust me. It's Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet.
Are you like me and ready to take that next step in your weight loss journey? Then it is time to meet Dr. Morales and the weight loss care team from SSM Health. The physicians and nutritional staff at SSM Health Weight Management Services, they want you to join them for a free informational seminar. Do exactly what I did. Do your research. Find out the best option for you. For me, it was the gastric sleeve surgery. For you, it could be something non-surgical. It all really depends. So all you got to do is go to ssmhealthweightmanagement.com. You can download the application packet, get started right away, or view a schedule of the upcoming seminars. Again, the website there, ssmhealthweightmanagement.com. For me, this is something I wanted to do for my family. There are some selfish reasons. Wanted to be quicker around the base paths in softball, wear shirts that didn't say 4 or 3 in front of the X. And to be honest with you, this has been the best thing I've ever done. This is the start of my brand new life. Listen, it's crazy to think that 6 months ago, I was 120 pounds heavier. Now I'm moving around better. I'm feeling better. And that's all thanks to SSM Health Weight Management. Call them 314-344-6800. Speak with one of the weight loss care team members today.
You know, when it comes to pest control, you can't trust everybody. You can't, but you can trust Amco Ranger. Trust it because I use them at my house, around my family, around the kids, the whole thing. Protect your property with Amco Ranger. Protect it what matters since 1965. Get that backyard sprayed for the mosquitoes and the ticks and the termites around the house. 100% satisfaction guaranteed at Amco Ranger. They're not satisfied until you're satisfied. Best price guarantee. You will get the best price always. They guarantee that. Trusted, local, family-owned since 1965. A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. All the employees are well-trained. They're licensed. They're background checked. And you will not have to sign a long-term contract like a lot of other companies make you sign. And they control both the indoor pests and the outdoor pests. Most of the other companies can either do one or the other. At Amco Ranger, they do it all. 636-441-BUGS. That's 636-441-BUGS. AmcoRanger.com. Protecting what matters since 1965. All right, that is it for us. Donnie Fandango staying on. And thank you for coming in, Donnie. I really
no problem.
appreciate it.
Thanks
You're
for
here the
having me
rest of
in.
the week.
Man.
In for Patrico's down at Disney. Having himself a grand old time, huh?
I'm sure he is.
I'm sure it's magical. Blog and podcast, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. Moon, what do we got?
You can find out what age men finally start dressing their age, really. A woman tried to light a candle during a power outage, turned out to be a stick of dynamite. We got a great headline, who's sexy time, fun facts, crap on celebrities, sports and news, and the whole thing. And it's also all called A Pod Full of Wieners. That's the name of the podcast. That's the name of the blog. Find out why. Check out the podcast, iTunes, Amazon, wherever, all your podcast directories. 1057thepoint.com/ for the blog. That's all I got.
Yes, Jeff.
I was going to ask, if somebody who does not have Spotify, what would you say is the best format or best place to go to get the podcast?
The iTunes store.
iTunes, for sure.
iTunes store? Okay,
Yeah.
but what if they don't have iTunes? In other words, no iTunes, no Spotify. Where would you go?
Podcast One.
Okay, that's what I've been saying
Yeah.
is Podcast One.
Podcast One is the host. They have a nice app. There's Stitcher apps. There's a podcast. What is it? There's. I mean, if you just look up podcast apps.
Podcast One is a good one if
Just
you don't
get-
have Spotify.
That's what I told everybody was just go Podcast One. Or just come in and watch it live. You're okay with that,
No.
right? Oh.
But we are on all directories, so if you can't find it,
You're not looking.
you're probably not using a phone, or you're not in the right country.
I say you're not looking.
Spelling
I'm not
something
really sure
way
how
wrong.
This is happening.
Tomorrow, guys, we'll set the punishment for real or fake. Brand new competition starts tomorrow. We got to narrow down to 2 we need to discuss. Because Patrico gets to pick the punishment as the king of cans from last competition. So.
Right.
And then we've narrowed it down to 2. We'll discuss both options, even that third option tomorrow on the show.
The third option, if we do choose that one, do we have to bring our own mangoes, or is that going to be supplied by the radio station?
We'll supply the tarps and the Crisco.
Okay,
But
perfect.
the mangoes are...
That's on me, or
those are on you.
hopefully just on me. Yeah.
The humor with this guy
That's
never
crazy.
never
It doesn't
stops.
mean just
Doesn't
boom,
it?
boom, boom.
There's no off switch.
I'll be at the
I know
Chuckle
it's
Head this
past-
weekend.
It's past 10 o'clock, but the humor doesn't stop. Don't forget about Purple Stride. Sign up for Team Riz, 1057thepoint.com/Purple Stride. Thursday is the rescheduled bike night over at Big St. Charles Motorsports starting at 6 o'clock. Friday is Riztoberfest at the Anheuser-Busch Brewery Beer Garden. Join myself and Jeff and King Scott from 5 to 8 o'clock at the Beer Garden, at the brewery, starting at 5 o'clock for Riztoberfest. First 500 Riz Show listeners there get that pretty sweet beer stein.
That's awesome.
Very
For free.
sweet beer stein, yeah.
All right, we leave you with a selection from our Team Riz member of the day, shouting out Mark Guillermo one more time for St. Louis.
Yeah, Mark.
Yeah.
And he wants to hear, man, I've never played this song before, so get ready.
Ooh.
He wants to hear this.
Yeah, good choice. Energy up.
Uh-huh. From these guys, and we will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
All right.